Am I the meanest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
PUNSH drunk.
Well, who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
Who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
I can't hear you.
PUNSH drunk. AKA Mr. Moo won't shine himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. You already know this is PUNSH Drop Boxer, AKA Mr. Moo shine himself, AKA el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Dímelo, mi gente. Saturday night was a good night of boxing. One of the phenom in the welterweight division, Vergil Ortiz, which I said is the most dangerous 3-2 combination puncher in boxing. Would have got the most dangerous left hook in boxing. And he showcased it once again by knocking out Michael McKinson with a body shot, barbecuing the ribs. Kneel down, UK, kneel down, mother effer, kneel down. Vergil Ortiz, 100% knockout ratio. One of the most dangerous men in the sport of boxing displayed his power, his IQ, his way to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Michael McKinson was out there like Destiny's Child. I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. He was running, but Vergil Ortiz footwork, Vergil Ortiz persistent, Vergil Ortiz effective aggression caught on to him and barbecued the ribs of Michael McKinson from the UK, London. What's good, man? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button on your way in. Agüita. The hell is my damn phone? The hell is my damn phone? Hold on. Donnie Medina in the building. What's good, Donnie? Donnie Medina, the man of the hour. You already know Mr. Moo shine himself. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Let's just get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know the welterweight division is one of the most historically lucrative divisions in the sport of boxing. One of the most interesting divisions in the sport of boxing. One of the stacked up divisions in the sport of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it right here and I'm going to say it right now. I'm a big fan of Keith Thurman. I'm a fan of Bud Crawford. I grew to be a fan of Earl the True Spence. I respect you, Dennis Ugas. But what I want now, because of the young, hungry lions that's coming up in the welterweight division already in position as challengers, as Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Boots Ennis, Brotherly Love, Philadelphia's own, favorite son, the UK, the UK, son of a legend, Conor Benn, the Dark Destroyer. We could call him the Tan Destroyer because he that dark like his poppy, Nigel Benn. But I suggest that the guys that are elite, quote unquote, champions and ex-world champions to follow Danny Swift Garcia's footsteps and get the hell out of the 147-pound division and go to the 154-pound island, because the 147-pound division is reserved for these three men that's on the thumbnail, and also including Stanionis. We can't put Stanionis on the side. We can't do that. But Vergil Ortiz, Jerome Boots Ennis, Conor Benn is taking over the welterweight division. I don't give a damn if Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence happens or don't happen. I am good. If this is a stacked division, well, damn it, give respect to the top 10s at least. If this is a stacked division, then we good. We are good. MFB in the building. What's good, man? MFB in the building. What's good? More race victimhood shit. Hey, look, hey, we're going to be talking about it. This is going to ignite. I already see it on my comment section. Every time I'm talking about Vergil, the brothers got to be talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. If I'm talking about Jaron Boots Ennis, the Latino, hey, always talking about Vergil Ortiz. If we talking about the American boxers and stuff like that, the UK fans be like, what about Conor Benn? Conor Benn. You know, when I started my channel, I didn't want to talk about this. I said, you know, I'm gonna say, I think this is a myth. The race thing, the black versus Latino, man, the black versus the Mexican, man, that's a myth. You know what I'm saying? Only because Flo Mayweather did it a couple of times. That doesn't mean it works. Doesn't mean it works. But let me tell you like this. It's more narrative pushing, and it's more of a storyline with these guys than the guys in the welterweight division. Right? I mean, the current champions and things of that nature. Look, Dennis Ugas is a good Olympian, but he don't sell. I don't even know if he got 11 fans. I doubt if he got 11 fans. I'm just being honest. I'm not throwing no shades on Dennis Ugas, but I'm not sure if he got fans. I never heard anybody say, you know who's one of my favorite fighters, Dennis Ugas. I never heard nobody. I'm being serious. The fans corner was good, my brother. I just never heard it. I never met one. Have you met one? Let me know. Not even Cubans. I go to Miami. I never heard us. Mira, nene, tú sabes que me gusta Dennis Ugas. Ese es un peleador muy bueno. Ese es mi favorito. Nunca lo he oído. Los cubanos no. Nah, I never heard it. Have y'all heard it? Have y'all ever met a Ugas fan before? No. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Keith von Tom Thurman had a lot of fans. Keith von Tom Thurman has the best viewership in PBC. You know what I'm saying? 4 million with Ghost Guerrero, 4 million with Sean Porter Showtime, 5 million CBS, Danny Swift Garcia, pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao, 600K plus. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, he takes his hiatus. You know, every time ever since he went to the Nepal, I met his beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? He found a new love. It's not boxing. He found a new love. I ain't knocking it. You know what I'm saying? If you find a new love, you find a new love. You know what I'm saying? But your wife might be there for with you forever, and boxing ain't gonna be there for you forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway. Oh, who else? You got Earl of True Spence, currently the #1 welterweight. You got Bud Crawford, currently the pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around and out of pugilist list. I don't get it. If Earl Spence is the #1 welterweight, why is he not above Bud Crawford in the pound for pound list? It just doesn't make sense. Huh? It's like saying in the lightweight division, with Devin Haney is undisputed, but they got Lomachenko in the pound for pound. So I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, let's talk about this because I know. Remember what happened with the Deontay Wilder and the Tyson Fury? We saw a lot in the YouTube content, in the YouTube community. We see the fans, we see the division. And I said this a long time ago. If you follow the channel, I said this a long time ago. I said, Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, be prepared. Be prepared. The closer that you get to a title shot, the more they're going to critique you. The closer you get to a title shot, the more you need to prove. The closer you get to a title shot, the more that they will discredit your resume. The more that you climb up and close to a title shot, the more they devalue you, the fans. This is the way it is. Now I hear this. If you're talking about Vergil Ortiz, Boots Ennis fans have to pump up Boots Ennis to shame Vergil Ortiz. I love Vergil Ortiz. I love Jaron Boots Ennis. If you follow the channel, man, I'm the first one. I'm going to say right now, the first one that been pumping Jaron Boots Ennis crazy out here. These other motherfuckers just catching up. These other guys is just catching up. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Go check my archives. Let's check my archives. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Josh Kelly as one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. Go check my archives. Y'all remember when I said Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be the second coming of Roy Jones Jr.? Y'all remember? People thought I was crazy. Who's that? Boots? Who's that? Jaron? How you pronounce his name? Ladies and gentlemen, I was the one that been interviewing Jaron Boots Ennis over here. So I got a lot of love for the Philadelphia zone. Brotherly love. Jaron Boots Ennis. And shout out to his brothers and shout out to his pops. Vergil Ortiz. Show a lot of love to Vergil Ortiz. I like Vergil Ortiz. I like Boots Ennis. If you ask me, I got a different answer. Like, who's the best? Who's the most dangerous of them all? I think that Vergil Ortiz got more power and more dangerous in terms of power and getting you out of there when he wants, in the body or the head. Pause. Jaron Boots Ennis got more tools in the bag, in my opinion. Both of them, if you match them up together, it's gonna be a Bonds and burner. Conor Benn. Yeah, when I was pumping the UK fighter, I was actually pumping Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly let me down. You know what I'm saying? Josh Kelly let me down a little bit. Esta luz siempre se queda prendida cuando yo no estoy usando esto. ¿Qué pasa con esta luz? Y esto. He said, hold on, let me adjust this. Hold on. Espera. Ponte ahí. My love. This dude here, facts. So now you going here. Now, I told y'all a long time ago. This was going to happen. The boxing fans love to discredit champions and credit the people more that's in pursuit of becoming a champion or getting an opportunity. Now, all of a sudden, I hear people saying, Vergil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? He should have knocked Michael McKinson out of there early. I see, Vergil Ortiz get hit too much. Vergil, well, damn it, man, this is boxing. You're going to get hit. Like, what the hell is people talking about nowadays in boxing? I never used to talk about it. I never heard people, not even my pop's age, not even the other generation talk about, oh, this fighter gets hit like that. It's a fucking fight. It's not about that you get hit, but it's how you adjust. And if you get dropped, it's how you stand up by getting dropped. Character was very, very big in our analysis when it comes to the sport of boxing. What did we see with Vergil Ortiz yesterday? That he could adjust. The haters are going to be like, but he was fighting a guy that only had two knockouts. Like, what you expect? Look at the odds and the betting line. What you talking about? See, me, I like to enjoy the journey of fighters. I keep on saying it. This is why lately this year you've been seeing me going at the fans. Because if we hardcore boxing fans, we should be looking at things that the casuals ain't looking at. I know that Vergil Ortiz is going to be Michael McKinson. I know that Jaron Ennis is going to be anybody that they put in front of him aside from Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, and probably Keith Thurman. Those are the fights that's actually going that they're going to step inside the ring as being underdog. And by being the underdog, if you overcome by being the underdog, you get the most props in the sport of boxing. I understand that this right here, what Vergil Ortiz is doing or Boots Ennis is doing, is not all props, shit like that. I don't understand why. Custio Clayton was an undefeated fighter. He has a good amateur background. When Boots Ennis beat Custio Clayton in the first, second round, that's impressive. When Shakur Stevenson was fighting the guy before Jamal Heron, I was like, yo, I want to see more power from Shakur Stevenson. I want to see more. I want him to make a statement. He should not be going a whole decision with this guy that he's levels above it. And what did he do the next fight? Boom, he delivered. At the end of the day, these guys deliver. Vergil Ortiz is delivering 20. What is it? 20 and 20 or 19 and 19? But now I see every time Vergil Ortiz is doing his thing, the people that support Boots Ennis is going to shame Vergil Ortiz now. Before it was, remember everybody was giving credit to Vergil and everybody was giving credit to Boots. But now the ignitement of this war, the ignitement of the race, the race shots is coming now. Just like it happened last night on my live show. Bud Crawford, they said, a person in my live show said, Bud Crawford will beat the tortilla out of Vergil Ortiz. Not if it was the other way around. If a Mexican Latino would say, but Vergil Ortiz will beat the watermelon, the chicken, or the fried chicken out of this one, then, oh my God, it's racist. Llama Luis Farrakhan, ahora mismito. Llama Jesse Jackson y Al Sharpton. Llámalo a su tigre. Marching, protest. And the YTBC, there's racism going on around here. ¿Verdad? But I already see it. I see it in the comment section. I see it already. And look. The Mexican people are going to go for their fighters. They're gonna stick together. Latino, the black fight fan is gonna go for the black fighters. You know what I'm saying? There's other fan base that don't give a fuck about the race. They don't give a fuck about the colors. Excuse my language. Damn it, it's Sunday. Damn it, it's a Christian show. They don't give a damn about none of that. Sorry, Papa Dios, okay, I'm getting better. But they don't give a damn. There's certain fans that only care about skill, that only care about being entertainment, that care about the accomplishment of a fighters. There's other fans that just be like, I don't give a damn how good or bad he is. I'm rocking with my peoples. I'm rocking with my peoples. Huh? Javante Tan Davis, manhandle his baby mama. I'm rocking with my peoples. Fuck that bitch. Oscar de la Hoya wearing Oscar de la Hoya sniffing the 8-ball and wearing lingerie. Nah. That's the golden boy, man. He was good back in the day, man. I don't give a fuck if you wearing lingerie. I know they could crack some jaws and shit like that. Oh man. Got Conor Benn coming up too. Conor Benn making noise. Conor Benn making noise, and I said this a long time ago, that maybe Vergil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis may be more skillful than Conor Benn, but Conor Benn will bring in the money because Conor Benn will bring in the country. Vergil Ortiz may bring Texas. Ennis, to be honest, I don't know how much of a fan base he's going to have. I don't know, because the American fan base really just doesn't support their own like that. But Conor Benn might be the money maker. Conor Benn might be the third wheel, yet he might be the A side, because he's going to be bringing the country with him. He's going to be bringing the culture that support their own. They're going to be bringing the people. They're going to be cheering. They're going to be ranking up all the bars and stuff like that, because when a UK star comes through fruition, damn it, they take over. So I want you to hold on this one. Remember what I'm talking about. Don't be, oh, yo, when Conor Benn starts screaming that he's the A side, don't be like, oh, no, he's not. No, he's going to be the A side. He's going to be the A side. Unless now Vergil Ortiz, he's climbing the ladder. You already see that Golden Boy promotion is doing a hell of a job in putting him in Texas. He's going to take over Texas. You know why? Not only because he's a Mexican fighter. It's just not because he's a Mexican Latino fighter. It's not because of that. It's because he entertains. He entertains. I don't have to tell Vergil Ortiz to make a statement. I don't have to tell Vergil Ortiz to entertain me. I know what Vergil Ortiz, when I pay my money to watch Vergil Ortiz, I know what he's going to give me. He's going to give me excitement. He's going to give me I know that I spend my money real good. The Zone, take my money if Vergil Ortiz is fighting. Take double if you want. He relates, his style relates to his peoples. Shout out to Mexico, America, Texas. Earl the True Spence as well. He entertains his people. That's how you got to do it. You got to make a statement. Conor Benn in the UK makes a statement. Conor Benn, you can honestly say that probably Conor Benn is what? Probably the third star in the UK already. Not even close to a title shot, though. And he's already the star out there. He said, Black and Mexican fighters, the only fan bases that don't lie about supporting their own first. We all know the Europeans, etc., secretly favor their fighters over. Boots versus Vergil may be mega fight. I'm more intrigued. Dandara. What's good, Dandara? I'm more intrigued with, to be honest, to be perfectly honest, and I ain't lying. I said this a while ago, because I've been saying I don't give a damn really too much about the Bud Crawford Earl Spence fight. The fight, I would love to see it, but if the fight don't happen, it don't happen. It's not like I'm missing anything. I'm telling you, the welterweight division is my favorite division. But it's not to the point where there's only one fight that I waited for. It's only one fight that had me frustrating. And that was Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. I'm not waiting no more. I'm not waiting no more. I'm not acting like I'm not waiting no more, man. I'm not acting like us boxing fans that's still waiting on Bud and Spence. Y'all gotta stop. We gotta all collectively stop acting like you know what I'm saying, them shorties that got their man to get locked up. And he do like a 5-year bid, and the chick is going to see him every other weekend and stuff like that, and bringing her some groceries, and he's promising her, don't worry, baby, when I come back, everything gonna be good, everything gonna be good. And she like, I. You know what I'm saying? Then he comes out of jail, he get back with her, then he get back in jail again, and now she gotta wait for him for another bid. Nah. The boxing, we ain't gonna be bitter bitch no more. We ain't gonna be better bitches no more in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. We alpha males out here. We ain't waiting on no damn fight. But Crawford, Earl, Spence, we ain't waiting for you. We got Jaron, Ennis. We got Vergil Ortiz. We got Conor, Benn. We got Ennis. Thurman, do you want to give these guys a shot? If you want to give these guys a shot, then be my guest and go to the 154 like Danny Swift Garcia. Sean Porter, shout out to Sean Porter. He retired. He ain't here no more. Ooh, guys, we don't know when you're gonna fight. We don't know. You want to give these young guys a chance? No, you don't want to. Move to 154. Don't worry, Jamel Charles gonna rake all your asses anyway. The Urge, facts. Halim, what's good? The Urge, facts. You remember, you see all these narratives that just don't make sense. A lot of these narratives just have a dead end. Y'all remember when they said that Keith Tom Thurman is holding on to the division? And I think I was the only one really arguing, saying that Keith Thurman is not holding on to the division. If Keith Thurman is out, why Bud ain't fighting Spence? Huh? If Keith Thurman was holding on the division, why Bud did not fight Spence? Nah. The real guys that been holding on the division that never really was out for a long time, Bud and Earl Spence been holding on to the division. They've been holding the division hostage. And currently, right now, this is what I tell y'all folks. Don't be dissing Vergil Ortiz. Don't be dissing Jaron Ennis. Don't discredit it. Don't devalue them. You know why? Because they would never gain your respect, because the guys that they need to fight and need to beat to gain your respect, they are not going to fight them. So they're going to be fighting these guys, these journeymen, until these guys get out of there. So don't diss them. Don't diss them. High, low, dímelo de lo mío. If it's moonshine, it has to be great, better than Frosted Flakes. But we poor out here. We eat cornflakes and get the domino sugar. My father be like, el papá me dice, hey, vete para abajo y compra cornflakes. And I used to go downstairs, you know what I'm saying? And my father used to hate them cereal, them Lucky Charms, Tricks, and all honeycombs, Apple Jacks. My father hated all that. The only cereal that he liked is cornflakes, with the one with the bird, cornflakes. So one time I brought the Frosted Flakes. He said, ¿y eso? ¿Ah? ¿Y eso? ¿Por qué tú estás gastando más dinero? Eso cuesta, mira, dos pesos más. Y tú, tráeme el conflame. Y además tú le puedes poner a azúcar y ya. Y eso es ese Frosted Flake ahí mimito. Vete para abajo, para atrás y tráeme el conflame. No, papi, porque me gusta el Tony de Tiger. ¿Qué es Tony de Tiger? Tony de Tiger. Vete para abajo y trae el Little Bird, el Green Bird que tiene conflame, y tráemelo aquí arriba. Y nada más le ponemos el Domino Sugar ahí, a esa vaina. ¿Qué pasa con usted? Eso es 2 pesos más. Hey, yo, my pops, man, he count every penny, bro. Hey, yo, you know I'm telling you, when your father sends you to the store, buy you a gallon of, hey, vete comprar un galón de leche. Go buy a gallon of milk. And it costs $3.49. My father gives me $3.49. $3.49 plus the 4 pennies. $3.45 plus the 4 pennies. I say, diablo, papi, yo me quería comprar un potato chip at 25 cents. Remember the potato chip used to cost 25 cents, or even cost 25 cents no more. a potato chip, 25 cents with a juicy, and probably a now later, something like that with a couple of mint balls. Yeah. When my mother used to give me something and stuff like that, y me da, compro un galón de leche, and she gives me $5, and then I keep the extra money. My father, I could never keep the extra change. He gives me $3.49. Diablo, papi, tú de cheapy. I grew up on cornflakes. It felt like a step up what we got. Facts. What's good? Rap star boxing knowledge. What's good? Yo, I'm telling you, man, the littlest shit feels like a step up when you poor, man. You don't really know that you poor, though. And sometimes now when you're an adult, you find it, man, it was fun poor. You know what I'm saying? That's why we crazy now. People be like, hey, yo, punch, dude. Yo, you be drinking too much? What is it? What you got in your system, shit? You be, man, hyper, yo. What the fuck you got in your system, motherfucker? You don't think it's the food that we grew up with? Could you reimagine all the chemicals we have taken? Think of the macaroni and cheese in a box for 89 for what was it, 68 cents in the supermarket, 89 cents in the grocery store? You don't think I know that? The 99 cent salchichon, Chef Boyardee with all that sodium, canned food. That's the drug. We all fucked up. Some people was crackheads. The food was on crack back in the day. That's what we are. That's why I am the way I am right now, motherfucker, because of the food. Took damn near 30 years to clean my system. My grandma, 90 years old, she said, I said, abuela, what's the secret? My grandmother doesn't believe in eating outside. My grandma doesn't believe in eating outside. No restaurant food, no nothing. She cook everything from scratch. No can, habichuela. All right? Nah, she get it from the bag. Can you imagine all the shit that we ate growing up, man? You think that shit ain't playing effect on us? Huh? Spam, right? You don't think that shit play? That's the drug, bro. Can you imagine how many tropical fantasy I drank in my life? I drank that shit more than Snapple. And Snapple is bad. So imagine, and you remember back in the days when it was like, hey, yo, you drink tropical fantasy 50 cents. It's gonna fuck up your sperm count. Y'all remember that shit? Huh? And then we leveled up to Snapples. I would never, yo, you give me an iced tea, tropical fantasy, and the iced tea Snapple. I would never, I used to look at Snapple like, you stupid. My people used to buy Snapple. You stupid. I'm buying tropical fantasy. The same shit. What the fuck are you talking about? It be tropical fantasy sodas, man. I moved up to buying fucking Sprite and Pepsi and Coca-Cola when I was in my 20s, shit. I stole my 50-cent shit. The honey buns, remember the honey buns? The honey buns when it was 35 cents. And then the other one was 50 cents. Let me get the 35 cent one. Yeah, man. Oh, man, bro. That's the drug. You think that y'all think it's fentanyl, it's crack, heroin? Nah, the food is the new drug. That's the fiend. That's the new drug, bro. But yeah, let's keep on talking about. So look, Vergil Ortiz boosts Ennis Conor Benn. For the hardcore boxing fans, for my people. He said you drink. Yeah. I used to put eso era casi todos los días. Eso todos los días I go to the Mexican truck. I still, you're part of this, so man, that's a lot of sodium, bro. To the Mexican truck, boom, give me my soda. High low, stand-up boxing comedy. Ahí tú sabes, ya tú sabes de lo mío. High low, gracias de lo mío. God bless you, my brother. God bless you, high low. Supporting your boy from day one. But to my fellow hardcores, you're wasting your time. If you're going to debate anybody, about who Vergil Ortiz is fighting, Vergil Ortiz resume, Boots Ennis resume. The only reason people are going to say that and debate that is to downplay the other. I'm enjoying the journey of Vergil. I don't watch boxing like a grumpy old man that's bitter about everything. Let me see what Vergil gonna do. Let me see what Vergil. Just waiting there for them to prove you right, so you can have bragging rights in YouTube. Let me see what Boots is gonna do. Let me see what Conor Benn gonna do. Who he beat? So what? Who's that guy? Who is he? That's what we do all day. To discredit what these guys are doing. Everybody has a come up, yo. Every even legendary fighters have a come up, bro. Mike Tyson has a come up, bro. Muhammad Ali has a come up, bro. Julio Cesar Chavez has a come up. Canelo Alvarez has a come up. Everybody has a come up. When the time is right, then they put him up with that champion. But right now, there's only 2 champions. There's only 2 champions. And don't tell me that the day that I give credit to Vergil Ortiz or Boots Ennis is when they fight Bud or Spence. Because the more that people argue that, oh, but Boots hasn't fought this, and Boots hasn't fought that, and Boots needed me to show this, and Boots that got me tested, the only way that you going to give credit to Boots or Vergil Ortiz if they fight the champion. Because if Boots is nobody right now and still need to prove to you something, and Vergil Ortiz is nobody right now and need to prove you something, and Conor Benn is nobody right now and need to prove you something, then the fight with Vergil and Boots, the winner, what they proven? What they proven? The boxing fans forget that this is a business and this is a career. You're not gonna come straight from the amateurs. Lomachenko is a whole different type of story, and this is why he get a lot of praise. Because not every fighter comes out from the amateurs and boom, fighting the rank number 4. It's not like that. It's not like that. So it gotta be one thing. Either Bud and Earl Spence is holding up the division, or Boots and Ennis ain't even all that because they haven't fought nobody. They fight people, bro. Is that person that they fight you don't respect? If it's a journeyman, when does a journeyman become a bum? A journeyman is not a bum. Sometimes you need these type of opponents so you can understand where they at and where they should be going and where they should be working on. See, watching Vergil Ortiz was hard on his performance. I'm upset. I got a lot of things to work on. Good. At least Vergil Ortiz could identify that he has a lot of things to work on. And he still stopped his opponent and he's not happy. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Thurman would be a good fight, Carl. Thurman will be a good fight for all these guys. They're in position to get a Thurman fight, but they're also in position to get a championship fight. Boots Ennis is in position to get an Earl Spence fight. Vergil Ortiz is in position to get Bud Crawford. They in mandatory position. So if they right here as number 1 contenders in mandatory position, I'm not saying they've been ordered as a mandatory. I say they in mandatory position. And the champions don't face them, nor the number 1 or number 3 face them, you can't blame them. You can't knock them. You can't keep devaluing their opponents. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe, but let's credit Vergil Ortiz. I did a video. If y'all haven't checked it out, I did a video of the breakdown of the fight. I said that Vergil Ortiz was going to destroy Michael McKinson within 4 or 5 rounds. He did it in the 9th round, but he went after the body. Yo, and we seen Vergil Ortiz knock out people with a straight right. We seen Vergil Ortiz knock out people with a left hook to the head. And we seen Vergil Ortiz knocking people with a left hook to the body. When I'm telling you this guy is devastating, he is a devastating puncher. I do not see nobody going 12 rounds with Vergil Ortiz unless it could be one of these veterans. I'm going to tell you like that, the footwork and the persistent and the, you know what I'm saying, effective aggression of Vergil Ortiz. I said it yesterday. This man's left hook He is not just trying to land a left hook to hurt you. He's trying to land a left hook to take your damn head out your damn body and zumbarlo para allá, para outside the arena. This man has some anger in him. And I was talking about yesterday, and I said, unfortunately, I don't want to assume anything that's going on in his family and stuff like that. I understand that, you know what I'm saying, probably his mom hasn't been in his life. And I've always thought about that. Yo, Vergil Ortiz got this anger. Like, you see him, and he's a nice kid, plays the guitar. And then when he's in that side, that ring, you saw when he got cut. You saw how he got. That dude is a killer, man. Vergil Ortiz is a killer. Forget about all that boxing shit. That motherfucker's gonna fight you. You remember when Mean Machine hurt him? He's a different animal. I'm telling you, bro. See, these are the little things that I look at. When Mean Machine caught him and he was, you know what I'm saying, he got hurt. Vergil Ortiz got angrier. He got angrier when he saw the blood, when he went back to the blood and he came right back out. He got angrier. This guy is a killer. There's great boxers. There's great boxer punchers. There's special fighters. But then there's killers. And Vergil Ortiz has proven to me that he's a killer. He a killer, bro. He's just not a boxer puncher. There is not a lot of killers in the sport of boxing. He a killer, bro. Ortiz is a killer. Boots Ennis, to me, boxer puncher. He can knock you out. He got knockout punching power. He's elusive. He can work from the outside to inside. All selected punches. Got the heaviest bag out of. He got one of the heaviest bag, probably the heaviest bag in tools in the sport of boxing, or let's just say this young era. But Vergil Ortiz is a killer. You would not survive going blow for blow, pause, with Vergil Ortiz. I don't care if you Earl Spence. I don't care if you Bud. I don't care what if you in the 135, 40, 47, 54. Vergil Ortiz is a killer. That's what he's showing me. Not because that he's just knocking out. It's his mentality. It's his character. That when he seen that blood, he went at him. When Mean Machine heard him, no, what the fuck? How dare you fucking hurt me like that? You know what I'm saying? Now, that anger, it could get the best of you too. It could get the best of you too. It could. You know what I'm saying? Who reminds you of that? You remember when Manny Pacquiao used to get like little hit, bing bing? Manny Pacquiao gets in. What Manny Pacquiao does? Come, like yeah, like it felt like when Manny Pacquiao got hit, he felt like that was a massage. Like yeah, now how dare you? Nah, this is what you really want. This you really want this? Where hit me again, motherfucker? Hit me again. Mean Machine also hurt Crawford. Crawford is a killer too, though. Crawford is a killer. Crawford's a killer. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta hold up right there. Now I want you to remember this fight, folks. Bud Crawford versus Victor Postal. Look at that 12th round. That told me a little bit about Bud Crawford. Ladies and gentlemen, I studied boxing and I studied the details, though. I look at shit that people probably don't even look at. Look at Victor Postal versus Bud Crawford. Look at the 12th round. You remember when Bud Crawford and Victor Postal was going at it at the 12th round? They're about to go at it. And Victor Postal called Bud Crawford, bing, bing. And then Bud Crawford started moving around. And he like, nah, you ain't going to get me. That told me something. That when it's blow for blow, even Victor Postal in that 12th round had the better of a Bud Crawford. And Bud Crawford did not want to go blow for blow with Victor Postal no more. Go see that 12th round. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Go see that fight again. See it again. See that 12th round. You tell me what Bud Crawford did when he and Victor Postal was going at it, and then Victor Postal caught him, and then he like, nah. Anthony Joshua. When Anthony Joshua was fighting Andy Ruiz, and he got in that spot when they going at it, and then boom, Andy Ruiz caught him. And what did Anthony Joshua did? Like, he adjusted. Yeah, you did the right thing. Yeah, you a boxer. Yeah, you did the right thing to not get into a firefight. But that is not a killer. That's not a killer. You could be dangerous. You could be a good boxer. You could be a special boxer, a special fighter. But that's not a killer. Vergil Ortiz is a killer. Vergil Ortiz is a killer. Oh, I was excited if Crawford was supposed to spend good money on that fight, but it was a very disappointing. I expected more from Crawford. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Right, Gomez? Y'all remember that 12th round? You know what I'm saying? He said, Eric Diaz, you flying. Shit, I'm fine. I'm telling the truth, man. I'm like Tony Montana. I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. It's going to be a long time you see the bad guy like me. I'll tell you that. Danny Medina in the building said, Vergil beats everybody. Vergil beats everybody. Hold on. But I like this division. I like this division. This is the type of division that you really might not know what's going to go on. I like this division because it got 50-50 fights. I like this division because it got fights where we really don't know who really wins. We have our favorite. We have there's fighters that has momentum. So you think this fighter could be somebody? It's like, oh, yo, excuse me. Thurman versus Ugas. Who wins? We don't know. We really don't know what really Thurman is at, right? People still waiting for the don't duck me Thurman, but we know that he's skillful enough to get through a fight. But he ain't a killer no more. We know that. He's not a killer no more. But that's a 50. That's a good fight. Stanionis versus Thurman is a good fight. Stanionis versus Boots is a good fight. Stanionis versus Vergil is a good fight. Vergil versus Boots is a good fight. Boots versus Ugas is a good fight. Vergil versus Ugas is a good fight. All these guys versus Thurman is a good fight. Bud versus Spence is a good fight. Spence versus Thurman is a good fight. Thurman versus Bud is a good fight. Bud versus Vergil is a good fight. Vergil versus Spence in Texas is a good fight. Dallas, Texas, baby, is a great fight. Yo, this division is good. And this is why I don't care if Bud and Spence fight anymore. I'm not waiting on y'all. We waited on Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, and we ain't waiting no more. And the difference between Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, they were icons. They deserve for me to wait. Even though that we was frustrated, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, it was deserving for me to wait. But y'all not icons. Nobody knows y'all outside of boxing. You're not going with Dancing with the Stars. You're not going to WWE WrestleMania. There's not a country behind you. Bud Crawford and Earl Spence are only known in boxing. Y'all not icons. There's people that's still saying, if y'all gonna be first ballot Hall of Famers, maybe y'all Hall of Famers, but if you're gonna be first ballot, nah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not waiting on that. Vergil Ortiz got as much fans right now than Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford better get this fight done because there's a lot of other people that got their profile. Conor Benn got more fans than Bud Crawford. Let me see the Instagram. Earl Spence gonna be like, hey, yo, hurry up, let's get this fight because these other young bucks is bringing in more money to the table than you are, Bud. I'm just gonna fight you because this is a legacy fight. But when in terms of money, I'll probably get more money fighting Conor Benn. Ese tipo está feo y feo también el tipo. Ese tipo es feo. Eso es Bocrofo, diablo. Ese tipo es horrible, ese tipo. Mira, no te rías. Con todo ese dinero, pero hazte algo con esa carita. Oh. I'm gonna tell you like this: the more that Conor Benn elevates his profile, the more money. And the good thing about and look at this, the good thing about everybody though, even the champions, is that they making statements. Earl Spence knocked out Ugas, broke his over the bone. Crawford knocked out Sean Porter, retired Sean Porter, a credible elite welterweight. Keith Thurman ain't make a statement. Let's be real. Yeah, he boxed well for being out for 2.5 years, but because he should have never picked Mario Barrios. Even if he would have picked Abel Ramos. Hello, dímelo, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of activity in boxing. Gracias de lo mío. Gracias, mi hermano. He said, y'all lying. You're not taking Ortiz over Ennis. Come on now. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I would respect if somebody feels like Vergil Ortiz beats Bruce Ennis, and I would respect the analysis if somebody said Bruce beat Vergil Ortiz. Let's be real. None of them has... they on the same level with the same probably quality opponent, and Vergil Ortiz probably has 4 better rank opponents. I'm not sure too much about it, but they right there. They right there. I don't see where people be like, oh shit, Pooch is way better than Vergil. I don't see that shit. No, you can't tell me one fight that I see that shit. I do not see that shit. And trust me, I've been talking about Boots even longer than Vergil Ortiz. Nah, they're on the same level. And in the same level that both of these guys should be getting praise. None of these guys. The only reason that people gonna talk shit about Vergil is because you're a Boots fan trying to shame Vergil to uplift Boots. That's the only reason, and vice versa. We should be loving both. Yo, we should be the people that we should be frustrated. It's Bud and Spence, but Boots and Vergil. Come on, man. Let's not create this narrative and create this hate. It's going. I'm telling you right now, it's igniting. It's going to ignite it. No, I'm talking about the poll question. Oh, my fault, box. My fault, boxing nerd. Well, let me see the poll right now. Where we at in the poll? Wow. I don't know, guys. Y'all telling me. Think about it. I ain't look. Let me clarify the question though. Let me clarify the question, because I don't want people to pick whoever they wanted to pick in the poll because that's your favorite fighter or you think who's better. I'm saying if you have a promotional company, you starting off your promotional company, you need one guy. You can only sign one of these guys. You telling me? Because I don't think that Conor Benn should be 6%. Conor Benn brings in a country. Conor Benn brings in a legacy name. I don't know why he's 6%. I think Conor Benn should get more. I'm not saying who's the better fighter. I'm not saying who better skillful. I'm saying if you starting your promotional company, I'm not saying pick Conor Benn. All I'm saying is 6% for Conor Benn, a guy that brings in a country. I don't know, man. Even if Boots fight Conor Benn in the UK, will still be sold out. I like the storylines of this generation more than the others. You know, when a Thurman and Earl Spence have a better look. Spence and Bud don't talk shit to each other. I know they talk to each other over the phone, bro. I think they talk to each other over the phone. They speak too nicely, or they don't know how to promote. I think Earl Spence be out there promoting more, you know what I'm saying? But they're not. Their personality is not interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's not interesting. Their fighting style is, you know what I'm saying? But maybe this is the reason why it's taking a long time for the fight to be announced, is because I think that I believe that the business handlers and the hands in the cookie jars waiting on some more money. And I think they're trying to tell, yo, Earl, I know you want Bud. I know you want Bud, and you've been very, very vocal saying that you don't want Keith Thurman. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was Al Heyman, I'm going to be real honest, and y'all going to get mad, at what I'm going to say right now. I'm just thinking as a businessman, because even my poll question is coming from if you are a promotional company. If I was Al, PBC, Showtime, whatever, I tell Earl Spence, no, you're not fighting Bud. No. You're fighting Thurman. We build you and Thurman. And that's the most money in our company. How you going to take that away from us? You know what I'm saying? We was there for you, Earl, when you went through what you went through. Huh? You know that gun charge that they dropped? Huh? Remember? Okay. Spence, that's not the only case that you gotta, huh? We paid your fee. We did everything so we could hush what you was going through. And let me tell you, folks, that's not the only incident he was in. So it's like, hey, yo, why would PBC put Bud and X out their marquee name where they can make millions from? I'll be honest. Did you watch Colin? I didn't watch the fight. I watched the highlights, so I can't even talk about too much about it. Thurman should fight Boots. Vergil dominated McKinson last night. Yes, he did. Thurman should fight Boots. I think Thurman should fight Boots. I think they all should fight each other. They all can fight each other. You know what I'm saying? They're all in precision. Look at the rankings. They're all in precision. Even the fight with McKinson was what, top 10 ranked in 2 belt federations. So the only thing that it was bad that he had 2 knockouts, but he was a ranked fighter. Boots knocks out Ortiz easy. That's what I mean. How can you come up with that analogy though? Let's point it out. Let's point it out. Boots knocks out Ortiz easy. You really think that Vergil Ortiz is easy? That's what I mean. It's like, I know that comes from an emotional analysis. Boots knocks out Vergil easy. He could have knocked out Antoine Russell easy in the amateur. He lost to Antoine Russell without the headgear. I think. Nah, I think it was the headgear. What do you mean easy? Like, that's what I mean. Like, easy. I won't even see that Vergil Ortiz knocks out none of these guys that we're talking about easy. Easy? Come on, stop, man. Stop. Stop it, man. Come on, stop. That's like a Manny Pacquiao fan would say Manny Pacquiao would knock out Floyd Mayweather easy. That's like saying, yo, Floyd would knock out Manny Pacquiao easy. Oh, he don't knock nobody out easy. Gonna miss you this weekend in Vegas. Let's go beyond the ring with Nonito and Raquel. The legend, the 4-division world champion, soon to be 5-division world champion when he competes for the winner of Chocolatito and Estrada. Nonito Donati. What's good, brother? Everybody subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know when I'm going to make my decision? On Wednesday. They want me to go over there, though. They want me to go over there, but you know what I'm saying? I'm spending some quality time, you know. You know what it is? You know, I put boxing so I was doing boxing so much, videos after videos, live after live, driving to these events. And not only the events that y'all saw me, I'm going to these independent shows in Miami, in Hollywood, Florida, in Georgia. I'm in a couple of weeks. Well, probably next week, I'm going to DC to watch Barry Hunter. He got three fighters in the nationals. You got Henry Cedillo Martinez working out with Kenny Porter. You got Makai Montgomery working out. So I might go to DC and probably go to the museum as well. I like the African American Museum in DC. I love that museum. But I took my son out there. What was it, like 4 years ago? No. 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, man. So I don't know. I've been trying. I've put boxing, you know what I'm saying, ahead or equally with my fam. So now I'm really spending a lot of quality time with the family. Sometimes y'all see that I haven't been dropping. I used to drop like 4 videos a day, 3, 4 videos a day, plus a live show. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give time to the kiddos, man. You know what I'm saying? How many times I've been doing live and y'all saw my kids say good night, daddy, and stuff like that. I'm not even tucking the kid in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm love boxing. Respect to the people that support the channel and things of that nature. But you know what I'm saying? Gotta give family the more quality time. Feel me? PBC needs big fights or they will be in administration soon. Can't go on with the poor cards they are putting on. No need donare. He said, want you here, bro, but can't do a super chat without shouting out. Happy 14th anniversary to the missus. Miss you here, bro. Yo, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to the donors, to the donaris, the Philippines, American, Filipino Flash. It was a flash, right? Those 14 years was a flash too, right? Huh? Know what I'm saying? Testimony of a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Roller coaster ride may be like every other relationship, but stick together. Same household, mother and father, taking care of their kids. So the kids grow up with a mother and father, and then when they grow up, they know the right way. They gotta marry the woman and stuff like that. You know, that's what I'm talking about. The structure of the home. That's what we need. The structure of the home. Hey, Nonita, let me ask you a question. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. What you think about the WBC talking about their priorities for the convention is to talk about transgenders in boxing? What do you feel about that? Look, they'll be like, let me see my endorsements is looking on the live show first. Then I can answer that. What do you think? What do you think about transgender boxing? The WBC is going to have in the convention. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be having transgender. They're going to be talking about that's the number one priority in the WBC convention is to talk about transgender boxing. I don't know. Yeah, I want to ask the fighters what they feel. Nonita, would you fight a transgender? Oh shit. That's gonna be that's gonna be the question. Now when I interview the boxers, I gotta ask that question. I said, the WBC is going to the convention. Their first priority is to talk about transgender boxing. Will you ever fight a transgender? Diablo, man. Think I'm a man. Respect me, I'm a man. And then when you beat her ass, and she be like, you hit a woman. Said told Boots Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz destroys Boots Ennis easy. Nah. I don't think that as well. Jesse. I don't think it's nothing easy. If we talk, he said, yo, if I can fight in the women, then I'll be undisputed. Shoot, I'll be 8th division champ. Keep it separate. Love you, bro, but gotta get back at the dinner before Rachel notice I'm missing. I know, Nito. Hey, congratulations to the wifey, man. Congratulations. God bless you. One of the realest mother effers in the sport of boxing, Nito, man. So what you see is what you get. Congratulations again, man. I hope you're having a great dinner. I hope Rachel is happy. I hope your marriage is beautiful and happy, and it's going to get better and better and great and great. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you're going to have more alone time when the kids grow up. You just got to keep yourself in shape. You know what I'm saying? Keep that loving good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nonita Donaire, man. Love you, brother. Said Nonita said if he'll fight, he'll be 8th division world champion as a girl, man. Keep it separate. You heard the legend that we got one. When we asking, hope to see you. I got you, brother. I got you. Most definitely. I hit you up if I make it. But damn, they got one fighter, one legendary champion that says, hey, yo, keep that separate, man. Keep that separate, man. I don't want to fight Jimenez. I don't want to fight Jimenez, that for Crew de jour. Oh, man. Salute to the flag. Hey, yo, everybody subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. Everybody subscribe right now. Are you live right now? We got 120 right now looking on. Everybody subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel, man. He's not gonna be retiring. He's trying to get the probably get a Butler fight if Nonito, if you know who can't get that fight. But I want to see that legend fight though. The winner of Chocolatito and Estrada versus Estrada, the winner fights Nonito Donen. That's legendary right there. That's legendary. And they won't be on their 50s like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Jackie Hernandez. Jackie Hernandez. Good looking out. The Puerto Rican say Jackie Hernandez. Hernandez. Dime, nena, ¿cómo tú estás, Jackie? Me llamo Jackie Hernández. Los dominicanos dicen Jackie Hernández with the R. That's what I'm talking about. Good looking out. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I don't think that Boots beats Vergil Ortiz easy. Stop it. And I don't think that Vergil beats Boots easy. No. I don't think that they beat Thurman easy. I don't think that Bud beats Spence easy. I don't think that Spence beat Bud easy. I don't think that Spence beat Vergil easy. I'm going to tell you like this, though. Vergil Ortiz style versus Earl Spence style. Oh, my. In Texas? Yo, y'all want to see Hearns versus Hagler round 1. The only fight that I see that provides that is Vergil Ortiz and Earl Spence round 1. Their style, it calls for that type of fight. Their style, that clash, Vergil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, Texas. If Earl Spence could do 30,000 in Texas with Ugas, almost 40,000. Could you imagine Earl Spence, Vergil Ortiz, Dallas, Texas? Ay. I'll go to Texas for that fight. I'll drive to Texas for that fight. And it'll just be for the entertainment value, bro. Because we all know that Earl Spence is the most high volume puncher in the welterweight division. You know? Man, Earl, man. That's what I mean. Like, for real. Like, yo, I want to see the undisputed. But there's so many good fights in the welterweight division that I don't give a fuck about the Bud if they don't happen. If Bud don't happen and Thurman slips into fight Spence, and then the WBO said, hey, yo, Bud, if you're not going to fight Earl, then fight Vergil Ortiz, man, I'm good. I'm happy. Let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all be happy? Would y'all still be happy? Would y'all be highly disappointed if Earl Spence and Bud Crawford be like, you know what I'm saying? The negotiations went south. They couldn't make the fight. So Thurman slips into fight Spence and Vergil slips into fight Bud. Would y'all be disappointed? Be honest. Because me, I won't be disappointed at all. Like, I'll be like, so okay. And y'all can have it on pay-per-view and I'll still pay for it. Y'all can have it on the zone pay-per-view. Huh? And you know that fight could have happened because y'all heard that Bud Crawford used to work. Used to be partnering with MTK. Vergil Ortiz was a little partners with MTK as well. That fight could have happened easily. I don't know what happened with the WBO that time. No, I won't. No, I want. Fuck no, that would be banger. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. That and it's almost like the lightweight division as well. Like, of course, Devin Haney. Shout out to Devin Haney being undisputed. That's an accomplishment. Can't take it away. But I wouldn't be mad to see Gervonta Tank Davis and Loma. I wouldn't be mad to see Ryan and Gervonta Tank Davis and not fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be like, nah, I don't want to see Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan. They gotta fight Haney. They gotta fight Haney. No, I don't want to see Loma versus Ryan. They gotta fight Haney for the title. I'm not trying to downplay the title. But I also not going to downplay the entertainment and what I would love to see also. And this is why I think that in this era, certain divisions, the belts don't mean as much because there's fights within the division that actually is as exciting and also makes just as much money. So think about it. And you get credit as well. So I think that Vergil Ortiz will be Bud Crawford's best opponent in the welterweight division. When he fought Porter, that was his best, right? But Porter's not undefeated. See, the momentum of Vergil Ortiz is what makes it interesting. Just like the momentum of David Benavidez is what makes it interesting for Canelo Alvarez. It's just not that David Benavidez is good and young. It's that the momentum, he is sending statements. He is looking incredible. He's looking threatening. This is why we want Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, because he is looking threatening. A guy that's given that threatening type of feeling and aura to get a Canelo fight, which make a Canelo fight an interesting fight. That's why the Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez was a good for undisputed, but still was not more threatening and intriguing than the David Benavidez fight. And this is what I mean about making statements. The reason why Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, it comes in number one, or Lomachenko, is because the statements that they make, they lure the fans in, they sustain the eyeballs of the sport of boxing, and the fans will rather pay and want to watch that. Like, yo, I want to be excited. I want to throw a boxing party. I can't throw a boxing party with this guy because everybody will leave the party. You know what I'm saying? I can't throw a boxing party with a Devin Haney fight. I could watch him with myself. But I can't throw a boxing party in the crib. I could throw a boxing party and be like, hey, yo, Gervonta Tank Davis going to fight. Ryan Garcia going to fight. T.O. going to fight. Boots is going to fight. Vergil going to fight. Earl going to fight. Bud going to fight. You know what I'm saying? These styles, for me, that's entertaining. I could throw a party. Let me say, my brother from the UK, London. Let me see what he got to say. Let me see what he got to say. Hold on. I agree. I'm just saying, bro, boxing is too good right now. So I'm gonna say it again, man. The people, when you're gonna hear Vergil Ortiz critique, it's not a genuine critique. It's because they want to shame Vergil Ortiz to enhance or boost Ennis, vice versa. And you going, and I know I'm seeing already in my comment section. I already see it. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, my black beautiful people, my black brothers, is going to devalue Vergil Ortiz to enhance boost Ennis. And the same thing for my Latinos may do it the other way around. And I don't even think it needs to go that route, because in the end of the day, they're both doing what they need to do. They're both exciting us. Let's stop this devaluing this to enhance the fighter that you're going for. Stop with this guy's going to knock out this guy easy because you're a Boost fan. You don't see nothing in Vergil that he's going to be knocked out easy. Vice versa. And also stop trying to say that all these guys ain't fighting nobody, trying to devalue their resume. Or the only way that I'm going to respect them is they fight elite fighters. A lot of people don't even consider Keith Thurman elite no more. They downplay Keith. They downplay Ugas. So you telling me that the only respect that you would give Vergil or Boost is if they beat Bud and Spence? Yet we contradict ourselves and say that this is a stacked division. Why is it a stacked division? Why is the welterweight a stacked division? You know why? Because there's a lot of good 50-50 fights. There's a lot of good fighters. So for people to be like, Vergil Ortiz got to fight an elite champion so he could get my respect, so I could praise him. Get the fuck out of here. He was already doing shit to be praised. Boots Ennis is doing things to be praised. You got to understand that the journey of the fighter, everybody got to go through it. I'm not downplaying no Boots, no Vergil for nobody, bro. I'm loving this shit right now. I'm loving boxing, bro. I'm loving the welterweight division. Y'all can play all that race shit y'all want. Y'all can downplay. Y'all doing a disservice, bro. This is the reason why there's no value in a lot of fighters. This is the reason why there's no value in boxing, because all people want to do is devalue what Vergil did. He went 9 rounds. I mean, he got hit. So the fuck what? He got hit. He fighting, bro. How many times, how many straight right hands that their boots get hit with Sergey Lipinets? It's how he took those punches, made the adjustments, and knocked the fuck out of Lipinets. Like Vergil Ortiz knocked the fuck out of McKinson and everybody else he ever faced. Where is there to devalue? Because you want your bragging rights on YouTube? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You want your bragging rights on YouTube? That's the only reason why you devalue fighters? So you could go back to a panel or comment box? Because you think you know it all? You think you a genius? Ain't nobody knocking out Vergil Ortiz easy. Vice versa and Boots Ennis. And Conor Benn is going to come. And I'm going to tell you right now, Conor Benn might be the A-side when all said and done. When these guys move up to the 154, or these young guys get these beat these guys to the 154, Conor Benn might be the A-side because he's bringing in something to the table that none of these fighters, even the elite fighters right now in the welterweight division, ain't bringing. He's bringing in a UK country, a bunch of people that love the sport of boxing and stay loyal to their fighter, to their modern-day warriors, and they will buy a plane anywhere around the country, around the globe to see their fighter. Americans don't do that. So this is the reason why I say, would I start my promotional company with Boots Ennis? I don't think so. You know why? I'm a promotional company. It's a business. It's going to take a lot of me, a lot of money to invest. He don't talk too much. He's a nice kid. It's going to take a lot. Let's not forget who got more fights. Who got more fights? Boots Ennis got more fights than Vergil Ortiz. Way more. And then Conor Benn, we know, and everybody know them just was the same. Vergil Ortiz and Conor Benn probably got more fans and get more tickets selling, sold than Boots. Conor Benn gets his events, his own event. Vergil Ortiz got his own event. Boots Ennis' last fight was a co-main. So would I start Boots? Would I start my promotional company with Boots? I don't know. I don't think so. Not because it's better. It's just that I know that the American fan base don't support like that. The voice of the UK, London, Manchester, Sheffield, Liverpool, Scotland. What's good, Raptor?
Man, I'm all good until you mention fucking Liverpool. Fucking hell. Liverpool's not where I'm from, my brethren. You know what I mean?
I'm making this, man. I'm giving you a nice intro.
No, that's good. That's good. You're covering the whole of England, but I'm just letting you know we're not from Liverpool, bruv. But yeah, man.
You got your Scottish shirt. You got your Scottish skirt. You're the only one that wears.
Not from Scotland, bruv. I know you like rubbing that one in, but we're not from Scotland. We're from London. I know this.
Hold on. Hi, dímelo, Mr. Moonshine, el doble, sazón borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Gracias de lo mío. Gracias. Tell me, hey yo, what happened to your boy Michael McKinson? I told you he was going to kneel down to King Vergil Ortiz. Kneel down, body shot. The best thing y'all do. I see I kneeling down too much, man. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, I told you that, and the whole chat he was going to get kneeled down. I told everyone that Michael McKinson is not in that level, bro. He doesn't use his feet like that. He's a straightforward fighter. And to be honest, all that Vergil Ortiz really needed to do, my brethren, is he had to work out his southpaw. Once he worked out that he can land on him, just like his dad told him, stay at the body. Michael McKinson was kind of made for Vergil, if you ask me, that after, even if you look at the fight again, you can see that Michael McKinson, after the 5th round, bro, it was just there for the taking. He didn't have the power. He didn't have the power to keep Vergil Ortiz, honest. He just didn't have that respect. Vergil Ortiz didn't have no respect for Michael McKinson. You get me? And this is what Terence Crawford said. He goes, Michael McKinson is okay fighter, but he doesn't have power. He don't have no power. So you can't beat a guy who's a dynamite puncher like Vergil Ortiz unless you got the legs. Punch, he needed the legs, he needed the movement. And at this point, you know what? You need the skills like the
Didn't he have
that
the
you like. I'll tell you what kind of skills you need. Like Demetrius Andre. You need that herky-jerky skills. You need to be able to have that smart way of punching and not getting punched. That's the kind of fight. You need a fighter like what's his name? Shakur Stevenson. These are the kind of fighters.
Okay. So
You
now,
get me?
you see there's, so now there's levels, right? So now Shakur Stevenson got power now, and Boots and Boo Boo Andre got power now. So there's levels there. So there is a Michael McKinson, and then there's, because people call these guys pillow punches. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but now it's power. I think.
Look. Even Terence Crawford said it yesterday, Punch, that you can have skills, but a man needs solid power. He needs power to keep a man honest. Otherwise, he ain't that fighter. It just is what it is. You gotta have power and skills to beat Vergil Ortiz. And you know, people don't give Vergil Ortiz the credit what he deserves, because he's not just a dynamite puncher. That's just cap. This guy, Vergil Ortiz, got boxing IQ. He's a very smart fighter, and he's got punch placement. You agree, Punch? He knows punch placement. Vergil Ortiz is a very, very smart puncher. He knows where to punch you, and he doesn't just punch you hard all the time. That's cap. He knows how to break you down.
I think that Vergil Ortiz is a killer. I think he's got the most devastating punch in the welterweight division right now, and especially we're talking about this young era. I think that he displayed that. They all display knockouts. They all displayed Conor, Benn, Boots, Ennis, Stanley Ennis, all displayed power. But it's something about Vergil Ortiz placement power and the way that he execute that power. He's knocked out 3 dudes with a straight right. He's knocked out guys with a thunderous left hook to the head. He's knocked down with body shots. His selective of punches, and it's for me, it's just deadlier. In my opinion.
He's a very smart. You know why he's deadly? He's smart with his power. Very, very clever fighter. He doesn't get the credit for that. All these people are saying he's a knockout artist. No, he's not a knockout artist, bro. This guy's a smart fighter. He got boxing IQ. Very, very smart in the ring. Knows when to punch you to the head, and he knows when to beat you to the body. And that left to the body punch, that left what he called McKinson with to the body. Oh my God, I think most fighters would have just gone and took a knee. To be honest,
he was tough. Open. He was tough. We're not going to neglect that. Michael McKinson
took a kid, but he wasn't. He didn't have the power to stand in there with Vergil after 3-4 rounds, bro.
Now let me ask you this question, Rap Star. I put the poll up, and I believe that Conor Benn has the less percentage. I said, if you had your promotional company, who would you sign? If you had one pick, you would have to sign Jaron Boots Ennis or Vergil Ortiz or Conor Benn. Conor Benn is the last one. I actually feel like, damn, why he's the last one if he's the guy that actually going to bring a country? Because I'm not saying who's
because
better.
The poll is done in the United States, and the thing that people don't understand is that we got to keep this real. Boxing's a business before it's anything else. And Conor Benn is the biggest attraction out of Vergil, Boots, and Conor Benn. Conor Benn stacking up the money. He's bringing a country behind him. And also, people forget, Conor Benn got sponsors like Reebok and many other companies who sponsor Conor Benn. Conor Benn has got the second best deal with Reebok after Conor McGregor. And let me tell you, these people in England like us, we support this kid. He has a DNA from his dad, and he's been proving himself. And it's the way that he knocks people out. You can say what you want. He don't have the skills. He doesn't, you know what I mean? He's not the same pedigree as Boots and Vergil. Well, I'll tell you what. He got better resume than Boots. He just took care of Chris Van Harden better than Boots. So, yes, those guys might be more skilled. But don't be sleeping on my boy from London. This boy's got DNA. And his DNA is he's not giving up for nobody. And I'll tell you this now. The only time you guys, or not you guys, I mean some people across the pond, are ever going to give respect to my boy Conor Benn is when he shows you with a top 5 American and he puts him to sleep. I want to see the same of you people realize this. Conor Benn, he deserves his respect. He ain't fighting for his dad's legacy anymore. He's fighting for his own. And he's put himself up there because he's been putting people to sleep. And you got to put him up. You got to put him up there, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I heard yesterday? I heard that Conor Benn needs to come to America to earn his respect, to fight in America to earn his respect.
Yeah, but
I thought, wait, hold on. And I thought about it, and I said, I would love Conor Benn. Like I said to a lot of people across the pond or from other countries, I would like Conor Benn to train in America and get this sparring work. That's why I love what Ben Whitaker has done. Ben Whitaker, my favorite young fighter, coming from the amateurs right now, and he got Sugar Hill and sparring in America. You feel me? I want Triple G did the same thing. Manny Pacquiao did the same thing. A lot of people from across the pond from other countries understand. Lennox Lewis did the same thing. I want Conor Benn to come to America to spar, but I do not believe that Conor Benn, I don't agree that he needs to come to America to get his respect. Because if you look at the fight, if you look at the best win of Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz, it comes from a guy that's not from the U.S. Sergey Lipinets was the name for Boots, and for Vergil Ortiz, it was the Mean Machine. Maybe Maurice Hooker, but after yesterday, we could say that probably the Mean Machine is his best win, because that win didn't look so good now that Blair Cobbs beat Maurice Hooker. So his best win is Mean Machine, that's not from the U.S. Boots Ennis, Sergey Lipinets, that's not from the U.S. So what you feel about that?
I think you got it on spot on there, mate. People don't understand. Yeah, fans want fights the way they want it. But fans have to understand that they've got to understand the business academics of boxing. And Conor Benn sells out arenas in England. And you got to remember this, that if Boots Ennis came to England, he's making more money, way more, if he comes to England and fight Conor Benn. I'll tell you that much. So Boots Ennis really has to come over there. And in fact, I would say even Vergil Ortiz is a big star in Texas. I'll tell you this right now. Vergil will make more money if he fights Conor Benn in England, in Wembley Arena, because Conor Benn's already going to have all those fans there ready to sell out. He already does the numbers. It's just business. And boxing business says, man, that's where the money is for Conor Benn right now. Now, let me tell you something. He can make big fights right now and sell out arenas, and he don't need these guys. If he gets the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, we're selling that out, bro. That fight's a hit. If he fights, Marku, Florin Marku.
Of course, yeah. That's a fight that I want to see as well.
Let me tell you now, Punch, if Marku and Conor Benn fight, that's a sellout for us in England. So Conor Benn don't need even to go those guys to sell out. But, of course, one day he's got to face somebody serious, because he's only going to have to get in the deep end if he wants to have a world title.
Let's not forget this also. Let's not forget this. Earl Spence. Earl Spence, how many fights did it took for him to watch 30,000 again? First time he saw 30,000 is going out there to Sheffield and fight Kell Brook. How many years it took? It took him 5 years. 5 years to see 30,000 in his own country with you, Dennis Ugas. So the Brits, man, it's either here, they come here, or they go out there. Even if a Brit is fighting Floyd Mayweather, the Brits come. Even when Bruno fought Mike Tyson, he got a lot of support. Lennox Lewis fight Mike Tyson, they got a lot of support. Amir Khan comes here, he gets a lot of support from the UK fans and the Islamic fan base. Prince Nassim, same way. So
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton, he took over. Yeah, they bought the UK. They said the UK bought all the restaurants and bars in Las Vegas.
And let me tell you this: you're not even mentioning the fighters that people don't even speak about, which are stars in England who sold out 80,000 of tickets. Shall I give you names? Carl Froch, he sold the whole of England out. George Groves sold the whole of the fucking Wembley Stadium out, bro. That's how much fans came out for those guys. I'm just saying. Nah,
it is what it is. But that's why I say, if what I'm seeing right now, and this just facts, bro. The guy that started his career first was actually Boots. Boots has more fights, yet Boots has less fans. Boots has less main event, like his Boots card. Think about it. When was Boots' main event? He still haven't even had a main event fight. Has he? Probably the Sergey Lipinets fight. Not sure.
I mean,
so think about it. So I want the people in the poll that I did the poll. It's not about the poll. Is not a question that said who's the better fighter. I'm saying if you're gonna start your promotional company, I don't know why Conor is that behind. I would say Conor maybe, or I would say Vergil, because Vergil got a good fan base in Texas, and I believe, and everybody knows that the Mexican fan base, the Mexican and the American fan base here are faithful, loyal fan base, just like the UK fan base. Yeah. And he got Oscar de la Hoya as well, and Oscar de la Hoya turns people into gold. Canelo Alvarez, he made a lot of money with Floyd Mayweather after he left Top Rank. Danny Swift Garcia made him a star. Broner made Deontay Wilder a heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia right now. So sticking with Golden Boy Promotion is like, when they invest in you, you're gonna become a star like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got Vergil or Conor Benn as my number one, and to be honest, Boots will be the third wheel, and probably Boots got the better skills than both of them. It's just that it's my money that I'm investing. And it seems like Boots still can't catch up to that fan base yet, to a loyal fan base.
I mean, I kind of agree with you, but I kind of disagree to the point where, yeah, look, Vergil is a very solid fighter. We know he's probably the third guy after, or if not, Keith Thurman, then Vergil Ortiz. We can even put him ahead of all the other two for sure, right? But what I will say is that Vergil's such a great fighter, but just his personality's too quiet, bro. And he also doesn't sell well for me. Like, for me, he got a bit of a very quiet personality. He's not flamboyant. Yeah, it's good to be like that, but he also doesn't say nothing that gives fans that a killer instinct about him. Yeah, he just does it in the ring. He does it in the ring. I ain't being biased. I keep it 100. Yeah, Vergil Ortiz is a great fighter. He might beat all of them, but he don't have that personality to be the star like Ryan Garcia.
King Becker.
Yes, bro. I tell you, Ryan Garcia got the swagger. He got the personality. He's the golden boy star. He's the man who's going to sell out arenas. Vergil Ortiz is he's a killer. He's a good fighter. He don't have that personality, and that's why I think Conor Benn's the star. And when it comes to money, numbers, and attraction and sponsors, Conor Benn's already worth over 8-9 million last time I checked.
Do you think
he already sells because he's got that? In England, they like him. He's flamboyant. You know, he always pulls out a new Porsche or a new AMG. Whenever he wins a fight, he goes and gets a new car, shows off. You need a bit of that sometimes. And he's got that personality where England likes him. London likes him. So what I'm saying is I think he's number one. Vergil Ortiz number two for sure. He got Texas behind him regardless. We know that Terence Crawford ain't got personality, bro. He a great fighter, but he don't have a personality. He don't sell. So I say Vergil number two, and I got Boots Ennis number three. When it comes
I agree. I could agree with that. Just like that's why I said, you know, we don't know. Look, and this is what I mean about making statements. See. Now everybody's talking about Vergil Ortiz. Why everybody talking about Vergil Ortiz right now? Of course, because he just had a fight, but because how he ended the fight. Highlight reel. You gotta. That's how you gain the fan base. That's how you gain the casuals. Like I said, like I've been saying for the last several weeks, we're living in the real world. I'm talking about the REEL, real world. We're talking about the 60-second world. YouTube short videos, 60-second world. We're living in that TikTok world. The people have short attention span, and especially for boxing, it's shorter than ever right now. So the people that got that catches those eyes, you know what I'm saying, with the highlight reels, like a Javante Tank Davis and his uppercut, like Ryan Garcia to the body, Luke Campbell, and then beating Fortuna, like Teofimo Lopez and Richard Colby, that shit, like you know, Vergil Ortiz, like Boots Ennis, you know what I'm saying. This is what fans like. Shakur Stevenson versus Heron. This is what fans like, man. And if you're gonna catch some, you're gonna sustain the eyeballs, you're gonna get some casuals. That's what you gotta do. Lomachenko, that's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Inoue, Bam Rodriguez, that's what you gotta do. That's it. We are spoiled so much. So to be honest, the people that's boring, the fighter that's boring, I ain't gonna take nothing away from your skills and talent. But it's like it's just like going to a buffet. it's so many food that you could choose from, but you ain't gonna eat everything. But everything over here is good. You feel me? But I'm just gonna eat what I really like.
Yeah, I feel you. And I want to say this though. I've been watching a couple of things after the Vergil Ortiz fight, and I don't want to just change to this, maybe, you know, but I'm sure you know how it goes. So there's already this situation where Vergil Ortiz, even though he's done great, he's knocked every single opponent out. Now the new narrative, well, I don't know if it's a narrative. What do you think about it? What the fans think about it? That he ain't ready for Terence Crawford, and he's not ready for Errol Spence. Now this is the new thing, that performance doesn't give him certified rights to say, you know what, he can beat those guys. They're saying, yeah, maybe he can fight those guys, but he ain't ready to win those fights. Now, is that something that they're never going to give anybody credit to fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence? And this is the new narrative, that no matter where you get to in position, that you ain't that guy to beat them guys. Who gives a fuck? He deserves his chance. What do you think about it? That he ain't in that performance, he can't beat them.
Who?
Vergil Ortiz.
Man, look, I think all these fights is 50-50 fights. I disagree with anybody that says that this is an easy fight for any of them. You know what I'm saying? I disagree. I think that what they have shown us is that for us to they should be respected. They passed the eye test. I've seen adjustments. I even seen some adjustments made by Boots Ennis. We seen Boots Ennis come out southpaw, switch to orthodox, work his way from the outside, getting hit with the right hand. Look, there's certain fights that I've seen Boots Ennis get hit with the right hand, but you know what? He could take a punch. Vergil Ortiz could take a punch. He could sustain being hurt. So on the build up to these, to Conor Benn as well. Conor Benn was throwing a lot of 3 fights ago. Remember, I even told you he just throws everything 100 miles per hour, real hard. He got to take a little steam off those punches. So when he throws some combination, he could hit you with that 1-2 and bomb and hit you with, you know what I'm saying? So you could surprise your opponent. He's getting better. He's hungry. His father's, I don't see nobody getting beat up easy. It looked like all these guys got pride. Got a lot to prove. They're not worried about being a star. Also, even I don't think that Conor Benn is worried about being a star. He got his wife and kid and all that. He's just a son of a legend. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta look. Conor Benn got more pressure than Vergil Ortiz than Boots.
All right, let me tell you what aura that I think's going on. This is my opinion, and everybody out there they say what they need to say. But this Errol Spence, Terence Crawford is our 2 welterweight stars of this era. And there's a situation going on where everybody shows so much respect to the 2 guys at the top. Mm-hmm. Even Boots, even Conor Benn, and even Ortiz, they show a lot of respect for these guys. Mm-hmm. The whole boxing world shows respect. And there's this thing that, come on, man, these guys, they got to fight. They're not ready. We're used to being like that. Mm-hmm. Now, it's coming to the point where these guys have got so much respect out of these other guys coming up that somebody's got to make noise. Somebody's got to say that they're going to take out Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. There's got to be someone knocking on their door and chasing them aggressively, right? Mm-hmm. And it ain't happening like that. Boots has got a lot of respect for them. Vergil Ortiz got a lot of respect for them. And so is Conor Benn, really, if you think about it.
I think they all got respect because, to be honest, they're not calling each other out on some crazy stuff. So you could see that even Vergil Ortiz in the post-fight interview, you know what I'm saying? Even Oscar De La Hoya, you saw he was like leaning forward. He wanted him to call out Bud Crawford because we all know that he's in position to get that to be mandated by the WBO. But Conor Benn ain't talking too crazy about what's up, HLD? What's good, my brother? For anybody in the members, man, I put up the link in the community section. In the community section, if you're a member, you already know, man. If y'all wanna jump on the panel, so I think they respect each other, and this is why you see them working real hard because they know what's in the next year and a half. They know what's in the next year and a half. Conor Benn is a little behind in the rankings, but one more fight and he gonna be right there. Where's Conor Benn right now?
He's ranked in the top 5 in some organizations.
Almost all of them. Let me see.
And we forget this, but you know this fighter because you was pushing this fighter years ago. He was going to come on your channel.
Josh Kelly.
And I'm telling you
that's
now,
still my guy. That's still my that's still,
that's still
I'm
your
still a
guy.
supporter.
That's still your guy. I know. Josh Kelly's always been your guy. But what I'm saying is, if Josh Kelly starts winning now, can you imagine him and Conor Benn in England?
Look in the yeah, man, that's a big fight. That fight,
that's a big fight.
That's a big fight. That's what I'm saying. That Conor Benn can actually stay in the UK for a year and a half and gets these fights. Look. Conor Benn is number 4 in the WBO. Michael McKinson was number 5. So for the people that think that this guy was shitty, he was number 5 ranked. All right. And Alex Rocha, that people feel that is a good fighter and they like him a lot. He's number 11 in the WBO. So Michael McKinson was ranked higher. Now in the IBF, Conor Benn is number 5. In the WBC, Conor Benn is number 5. In the WBA, Conor Benn is number 4. So in all belt federation, Conor Benn is top 5. He's a year and a half of getting these fights. Either you get a champion or either you going to get Boots or Ennis. These guys, look. It's Vergil Ortiz, Boots, Keith Thurman, Conor Benn everywhere. Vergil Ortiz, WBC. Keith Thurman, Vergil Ortiz, Jaron, Boots, Ennis, Avanesian, Conor Benn. IBF, Karen. There's a guy named Karen. Yeah.
Don't tell me that shit's already started with the rainbows. No, but carry on.
Already started. You got Vergil Ortiz, Jaron, Boots, Ennis, the second vacant. So let's say Conor Benn fights maybe Karen in the IBF. So he could be put in the vacant number 2. And then they'll probably fight a final eliminator somewhere. I'm telling you, bro, that's it. They're going to clash. So a year, 2023, is going to be an interesting year. It's going to be in a very important year. Now I hope that look, Conor Benn and Vergil Ortiz both in the zone. That shouldn't be a hard fight to make. Boots Ennis and Keith Thurman shouldn't be a hard fight to make. Both Showtime. They're not PBC. Boots is not PBC. He's with Showtime. But I haven't seen the last time that Keith Thurman fought in Showtime was Porter. He's been fighting in Fox. But of course, he's linked to PBC. I think with the networks, they can make that fight happen. So I mean, look, these fights are going to come soon. I believe so. Stanionis as well. We can. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about Stanionis, but Stanionis is there as well. He's the regular WBA. He got a JV belt, but we can't leave out Stanionis as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things that we got to look at as well. You know, fans are always going to want these kind of big fights. It's always going to come down to business. And Conor Benn or even Vergil Ortiz and Jarrett Boot Ennis, they're not fighting for chump change for nobody. And let me tell you this, Jarrett Boot Ennis is way more clever than he even looks. He ain't fighting no Vergil Ortiz and these guys for a smaller chump change when he knows that this fight with him and Vergil could be worth multi-millions at some point.
Who's the A side right now? Boots, Vergil.
We can't talk about it right now because this fight ain't going to happen right now. But you know what I mean?
Who's the A side right now?
Right this minute?
Yeah.
Vergil Ortiz.
Who's the A side? Benn or Boots?
Benn
or Vergil?
At this moment, they'll have a fight and the promoter will put the money up. And if the fight goes to England because of how much money it's worth, then it'll be Benn.
And if it's here?
Then it'll be Ortiz.
See, it's like a 50-50, right?
It's a 50-50 then, yeah. If Benn has to come to Texas, he's the B side. He has to now fight the guy, and he knows he's the B side. So it is what it is.
I know that Boots Ennis is not gonna. He's gonna have to fight somebody in Because remember, he signed. Well, I think it was a two fight network deal, a multi-fight network deal, So he's not gonna be fighting anybody in the zone. I know that. So that Vergil Ortiz is not gonna be no time soon.
Vergil and Boots will not happen for a few years. It's probably gonna happen in 2025. If both of these guys keep doing what they're doing, they might even fetch each other at 154. But Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz fights never going to happen. Not right now. Never. Because it doesn't make sense for nobody. Not the promoters, not the boxing business, not any of it.
Who wins? Who wins, Boots or Benn?
Right now, we're going to have to favor Boots.
Boots or Vergil?
50-50.
Vergil or Benn?
You're going to have to favor slightly towards Vergil Ortiz. I told you I'm not biased in this business, but Benn got every X factor in those fights with both of those guys. If Ben keeps training the way he's training, the crazy shit that he's just believing in himself, and he knows what he's got to do, he got a chance with both of those guys. And you know what? The great thing for Ben is Ben needs to get better. And Ben stays, and Ben keeps, but Ben keeps winning and keeps doing what he does in what he's doing with us, and keeps fighting better fighters. He's more danger to Ortiz and Boots if they leave him for a while. Am I right?
I agree with you. But to be honest though, I think that all these three guys should stop calling out for Keith Thurman and actually really now start calling out each other. I don't think they're gonna get none of those fights. So leave Keith Thurman alone, leave Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, let them do their thing. They're gonna leave, because if they start talking shit to each other right now, it's just gonna marinate. It's gonna make it more interesting. I think one of them is waiting for the other one to really call out. You know, yeah, Boots want to fight everybody. Vergil want to fight everybody. Ben want to fight everybody, but they're not calling each other out. Like, they know they're going. That's the talk right now, but they're avoiding to really talk greasy to each other. And I think that they should start right now.
And they already know though. But Ben's already been told. He's been told if he gets Vergil Ortiz in a couple of years, the fight's worth not $1 million, it's worth 10 million plus for him. So Vergil will be getting big payday.
But
so
what are we talking about? What would he talk about? What are we talking about? Because I don't want to depend on that. We shouldn't depend on
boxing is, bro. Boxing is always going to be like that. It's going to be.
It can't. Think about it. Because what you just said might be is realistic, right? Because of the networks. Because of the networks.
Yeah.
But we got two potential big stars in Gervonta Tandavis and Ryan Garcia, and they're not fighting because of the networks. Jaime Munguia and Jamar Charlo couldn't fight because of the Zone and Showtime. So you're saying that Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz not going to be fighting just because of that as well. So it's more realistic that we see Ben versus Vergil than Vergil versus Boots.
That's more realistic.
And it's more realistic to see Boots versus Stanionis.
That's more realistic. Now you're talking boxing. But that's not what the fans want to hear all the time.
Exactly. But
the fans want to hear Boots and Vergil, and that's it.
They got to start marinating. The fighters got to start marinating the fights now, because I mean, it's cool to call out the champions, but if Earl Spence is saying that he only got one more fight left at welterweight, that's just Bud. He's moving to 154.
All these
Thurman
guys
is not talking. Yeah, I'm just saying Boots is calling out Thurman all the time. Why are you calling out Thurman? Thurman is saying that he ain't gonna fight you either. Like, stop calling a guy that's saying that he's not gonna fight you. Call out a guy that you in position for the WBC as well to fight a final an eliminator. Y'all all rank in all belt federations. Talk about the guy that's right next to you that you need to fight so you can get that. At least be in position to get the interim IBF, in which he was going to be fighting. Boots was who's going to be fighting the interim IBF? It was going to be Sergey Lipineta and Castillo Clinton. No, it was Abdul Kokorov versus Sergey Lipineta was going to be fighting for the IBF interim. I believe so. So if they're going to fight for the IBF and Earl Spence leaves, then you know what I'm saying? You got the strap. Stanionis is in good position, because if they vacate the belt, whoever wins, Bud or Earl Spence, he becomes elevated as champion.
Yeah. But see, the Keith Thurman situation is different, isn't it, bruv? Because you got to look at Keith Thurman is that guy for what he's done before. And Keith Thurman in his prime, I'm going to keep it real with you. Keith Thurman in his prime, he beat any one of these guys. And none of them be calling out Keith Thurman, bro, if he was in his prime. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, of course not.
But Keith Thurman not looking himself. He's only lost one fight to Manny Pacquiao. But he be looking at his game backwards fighting these guys. You can't blame him.
Yeah, you can't blame him for not fighting. He's in a position to get a world title just like them. But
that Keith Thurman punch, that Keith Thurman that I'm talking about, he brought Vergil Ortiz. He could beat Vergil Ortiz, no problem. I'm just saying Vergil Ortiz can beat him too. But the Keith Thurman, he beat these guys.
I think that was a stupid move to put Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman after him talking down on the Tank fight, and then you fight Mario Barrio. It wasn't the Barrio. It wasn't the performance that was bad after 2.5 year layoff. It's because that Mario Barrio got knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis, and you were supposed to do more than Gervonta Tank Davis, the smaller guy. You should have never. And y'all had better names. Y'all could have fought Abel Ramos, and if you would have knocked out Abel Ramos, would have been good. But
let me ask you, that Keith Thurman versus Boots Ennis, who do you favor?
Who? Boots Ennis and Thurman?
Versus Thurman in his prime. Like prime when I'm saying when he was that killer as well at one point. Like he wasn't just trying to beat people, he was trying to take their heads off as well.
To be honest, I said nobody beats Thurman in his prime. That's just my opinion. I think a Thurman in his prime with the footwork and his power and his awkwardness, I think it would have gave. I think they all would have gave probably even Vergil Ortiz and Boots. And I'm not saying it would have been easy. I just would have had Thurman, winning. But it'll be hard though. It'll be hard.
Yeah, he could lose to those guys too. It's not like you can't lose to them. But you favor Thurman, right?
Yep. I'll favor Thurman.
What was you impressed with yesterday from Vergil Ortiz? What was your most impressing thing that you saw?
Adjustments. When he was trying to headshot, he was trying to go for the left hook so many times to the headshots. It wasn't there. It looks like Michael McKinson was practicing the left hook, and he was making a miss. He was making a mix a lot of left hooks until he was pivoting. He go back to the center of the ring. And then when his father I saw the fight again, and his father was telling him to go for the body, but I was saying go for the body. And he was hitting the left to the body, and he made the adjustments in going to the body. If he was moving around a lot, how you stop a fighter, how you slow down a fighter is by going to the body. So he made adjustments. I like the way the first time he was see the little things I pay attention as well. He got cut, never been cut in his career. How do you handle a cut? You know what I'm saying? How do you some fighters, they start paying attention to their cut, they start rubbing their cut and stuff like that. It didn't affect them. So I already see that that didn't affect them. He could fight with a cut. He could fight sustaining an injury or whatever. I like the way that he closed the gap. I like the way that he adjusted in the middle rounds, in the middle late rounds, so he could cut the ring off real good. And he was just getting closer and closer. I like the adjustments. That's what I like about Vergil Ortiz and what he did yesterday. We all know that he was going to win, but it's how he's going to win. I'm 100 talking about protecting O's, the irony and another level with a waste of oxygen you are. PBC is protected racket. I think they all protect their investments. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's just PBC. Everybody protects their investment. We can't put it on PBC. I think that's a narrative in the YTBC. A lot of people like to run with that narrative that PBC protects. Nah, a lot of people protect their investments and they wait for the right time to get those type of fights. You know, sometimes they protect it, sometimes they don't. Did PBC protect the Andy Ruiz after 5 weeks with PBC to get the Anthony Joshua fight? That's not a protection right there. Did Bob Arum protected Teofimo Lopez to fight Lomachenko at his stage of his career? No, but it was champion versus champion. So there's sometimes they take risks, sometimes they don't. You know, did Golden Boy protect Blair Cobbs to fight Maurice Hooker right after his loss? Nah, that was a fight that if you don't do good, man, you out of our promotional company. That's not a protection right there. You know what I'm saying? It's Sims Jr. versus Elvis Rodriguez, top rank. That's not protection right there. Who else? There's fights that we can name. I agree. Thurman probably the burst. Golden Boy promotion when it was Thurman versus Diego Chavez. That was not protection right there. That was two upcoming power punches, and they early. That's like Diego Chavez and look, Diego Chavez and Keith Thurman fight. That's more like the equivalent of a Vergil Ortiz and Conor Benn at that stage. Two undefeated fighters coming up. Both of them got power, and that was close of a 50-50 fight.
Mm. Yeah, man. I mean, what do you think about next week though? With Teofimo Lopez, you heard anything from him? You was with him training when he was training the other day. Any updates or anything with
Nah,
Teofimo Lopez?
his fight was going fight week. That's it, man. Just preparing for the fight. That's it. He did his training. He looked good. He's there mentally, physically. Now it's up for him. It's up for him to make a statement. I'm not even worried about that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'm not worried about that fight, but he need to make a statement to keep his brand up and keep the interest up. And if he makes a statement, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't know who Pedro." Well, if he makes a statement, it's all about the knockout. So like I said, we living in the real world. REEL. You make a statement, then it's on the talks with Ryan Garcia and Tio, and Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis. Watch.
Yeah, I think as boxing fans, also we should be glad that Regis Prograis is getting a chance to fight for the title now, even though Jose Zepeda stepped out because of marriage obligations, which I think is, when you're ready to be like that, you shouldn't be in boxing anyway. If you got a chance to be a world champion, I know that your wedding is important. I know your wife is way more important than any boxing, but you don't choose boxing when it comes to you having an opportunity to be a world champion again. That means they're saying now you're a family man. So let Jose Ramirez chill now. Regis Prograis.
It's either that, or it's really true that belts don't mean that much. Because if belts mean that much, you know that he will like, let's get married in another date. You know what I'm saying? This is a good opportunity for me. This is my career right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's true.
He's also been world champion before and made world champion money.
Yeah,
and
but
that's why.
When would he be that champion again? Will we get that opportunity again? How you know he's gonna get that opportunity?
Well, Regis Prograis is hungry. He wants that opportunity again.
But think about it.
Because he knows that if he's world champion again, he's going to get some world champion money. And now then he's going to start calling some shots a little bit. And then he be able to bring something to the table and he can start making some life-changing money. That's why Regis Prograis wants it.
But then why would if Regis Prograis is with Probella, man, he wins. Why should he give Jose Ramirez a shot anyway? Why? Like, why would he go to Jose Ramirez? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Jose Ramirez, you get an opportunity if Zepeda wins because that's still top rank. He still works with top rank, and he got a co-promoter too or something like that. But I'm just saying it'll be a tougher opportunity though. I don't know, but hey, fighter, hey, he's getting married, man. Congratulations.
Hey, bro, some boxers.
Daddy said he gave up his dream for a female. That's a beta male.
Oh no.
Beta male.
Come on, bro. A wedding's the biggest day of your life. You know what I mean? That's the biggest day of his life. And he's saying, fuck boxing. Yeah? That's what he's basically saying. Fuck boxing. I made my money. I got a mansion. I drive a Ferrari. Maybe he's got the most beautiful woman. I don't know. But
he should have took that money. He should have saved that money for the wedding. You have more money for the wedding.
Yeah. Now Regis Prograis coming versus Jose Zepeda. That styles make fights. I'm more hyped up about that fight than I was with Jose Ramirez and Zepeda. I think this is the fight. Regis Prograis versus Jose Zepeda is going to be hey, listen, I'm going to let you know in a second what I think about that fight. But, yeah, man, that's a fight to watch.
Who wins? Who you got? I got Regis.
I'm going with Regis. But I'll tell you what, Jose Zepeda going to be showing some maturity in there. And, he's not stupid. He's a smart fighter. He knows he can bang. So all I'm saying is, though, Regis Prograis he showed me he's that guy against Josh Taylor, bro. That was a 50-50 fight. That could have gone either way.
I still want to see that fight.
And I'm saying now, Regis Prograis is that guy. He's a guy that you can't ever underestimate. He's skillful. This guy's smart. I don't see. I think if he wins a belt, it's going to be tough for anybody to beat him. And I'm going to say this as well. I'm a fan of Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo Lopez, he could lose to Regis Prograis. He could. I'm not saying Regis couldn't lose to Teo, but Teo got a good chance to lose to Regis. Regis is a great fighter.
but that's facts. And then that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, that boxing is so good. Like if you're really a pure boxing fan, you know what I'm saying? Boxing is so good that, hey, Jose Ramirez couldn't fight, and then Regis Progress and Zepeda. So you're not mad. We not mad. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's good about boxing. That's where we at today in boxing. That's where we at. Like think about it. Even the lightweight division when it was George Kambosos versus, it was supposed to be versus Lomachenko. Lomachenko can't fight. Then it's Devin Haney. It's still a good fight. You understand? Like I don't think that we should be, you know what I'm saying, like crying over Bud and Spence is not happening. When the fight is gonna happen? Nah, I think the fans winning. This is the fight. This is what it is. Nah, not no more, man. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, I don't think that neither of those guys is way better than Boots and Vergil, and they don't excite. Bud versus Spence. I mean, look, Vergil versus Boots excite me just as much as Bud versus Spence.
Yo, I don't normally agree with this brethren over here, but I'm going to actually say that HLD is making some sense here. I was thinking that the other day, what HLD's put up there. That has Regis Progress made an excuse because he can't make that weight properly anymore. Oh, at the moment, he's not comfortable at making that weight. Now, has he got a deal with the WBC because he's making obligations to be married? That he'll be straight in line for the title again? Is there any kind of deal like that, Punch?
Maybe that's something you need to ask the WBC. I don't know. Maybe.
I need to ask maybe Mauricio's people that. But him trying to say he's getting married, come on, Punch. You a boxer. I mean, you've been around boxers. Look, boxers can't even think about their children when it comes to shit like that. Boxers don't even stay at the birth of their kids when it comes to a title fight. So maybe
Jason,
he's got some weight issues as well, and maybe that's an excuse.
Jason Maloney didn't see his child or being born or start to walk because him and Andrew Maloney been out here in America throughout the pandemic and left their family throughout the pandemic in Australia to fight here. The Joshua Franco and Andrew Maloney was out here. And remember I did the interview with them, and even with George Kambosos. I did the interview with George Kambosos, and George Kambosos said that I didn't witness my kids' first step. You know what I'm saying? So there's people that take a lot of these fighters take these sacrifices, man. So when I see Jose Ramirez, and this like a choice, like, okay, man, you know, you're getting married and stuff. That doesn't mean you it's not like you broke up with your wife or you're not together with your wife. It's just a damn wedding. You can get married in a court for $35 with a money order.
Hey, the women that hate you for that, bro. Can you imagine Jose Ramirez's manager? Can you imagine Jose's manager or they're making big money? What the fuck you talking about, bro? You got a chance to be a WBC champion again and make fucking $5-10 million fights, and you want to go fucking marry that woman? Marry that woman later. Marry that fucking woman later. You lost your head or what? Have you lost your head, Jose Ramirez? Do you know what you do for a living? This is what you picked up for. This is the oath.
This is your wife.
Your wife comes second to boxing. I don't know, but it's the truth. If you're a real boxer and you was under my management, and I saw that you got weaknesses, that you're picking things and your mind's not right, you're always worried about this, and your woman's got you on the wraps. Hey, don't bring it to my boxing gym, bro. Don't bring your fucking woman shit to my boxing gym. You ain't no killer. She got you killed. That pussy got you killed.
Yeah.
Fuck you knocking anybody else out, bro. She's knocking you the fuck out. So let me tell you what, my friend. You take that shit out of your head. If you're a real killer, you don't think about your women and you marry them after the fucking title. That's where you need to be a boxer, bro. You can't be a family man at that time. But that's my views on that, bro.
What's good? Nico De Niro said he didn't want to fight. He couldn't get the bag from that fight and pay the wedding. Facts. That's what I said earlier. Good looking out, Nico. Man, you could have given her a better wedding. I wonder what he told her. Or what she told them, like, baby, I got this big opportunity. I'm going to be fighting Jose Zepeda for the WBC. I'm going to become champion again, baby. Yeah, she said, what? No, you're not. We're supposed to have a wedding. But like, baby, this opportunity. You know, I fight. This is what I've been fighting for, to get back in this position to be a world champion. You know how depressed I got when Josh Taylor did to me. You remember how I was just moping around the house when Josh Taylor whooped my ass? You don't want me to be that again. No. If we do not get married right now in this day, but baby, I'm gonna be fighting Jose Zepeda. Are you gonna be my damn? Are you gonna be my damn support system on what? No, I'm not gonna go to the baby. Fight. No, babe, but there's a good opportunity. If you don't marry me, we're done.
Maybe she said to him,
I'm not playing second in boxing any longer.
Maybe she said to him, bro. She said to me, either you fucking go with the WBC or you take this pussy. She goes, go and take that world boxing cock. That's what it stands for. The WBC, Jose Ramirez, stands for World Boxing Cock, you bitch. Either you want my pussy or go stack with Mauricio Suleiman, bitch. Oh my God. Oh fuck.
Oh shit. Beta male. Yo, I should add like the beta male. Before I used to do the Mr. Pinocchio segment, I gotta do the beta male segment.
Man, I shouldn't have said that, bro. But it came out. Oh,
his wife didn't believe in them puss. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Danny Medina said, yo, if that female was all about you, she would have definitely worked around a world championship. That's on the line. And when money come on now, probably not the fight woman. Yeah, man, what's wrong with? Hey, yo, what's wrong with you, man, Jose Ramirez? Not for real, man. You letting the brotherhood circle down. Yo.
Oh my God, that's funny.
She gave him an ultimatum.
I still can't stop, man. That's funny. Man, I don't know what could happen at that point. If your woman says to you, either you go choose the WBC title or me, I'm the mother of your children. At that point, you're fucked. You are.
If you go with this fight, I'm going to take you to child support. I use that money. I dare you to get that paycheck. I'm going to take it in child support. I said, fuck it, I got it. It's cheaper to keep her. Now you don't got now you lost two. What was it? Probably Jose Ramirez would have got like what? $2 million for this fight, 1.7, something like that for this fight.
Look, Jose Ramirez ain't scared of nobody. He'll fight anybody. So for him not to take this fight, he's scared of his woman. He ain't scared of no fighter in the boxing ring. Look, we live in 2022. Equality. Who's seen equality? Everybody's companies. You walk around, bro. There's equal this, equal that. You go to Tesco's, go to Sainsbury's. You go everywhere, bro. There's equal this, equal that, equal rights. It's a different time, bro. Jose Ramirez got told. He got told. You better stick with this marriage or go suck out the WBC.
Rachel D said Regis Prograis is so pro marriage now that he's willing to be the ordained minister for Ramirez. Oh shit. Yo, man. You know that part in the wedding. What's that part when they be like, if there's anybody that like doesn't agree with this wedding, something like that, right? You may now speak now, forever hold your peace, or something like that. Probably his manager comes out of nowhere. Leave that fucking woman and get to this fight. He need a Mickey. That's what he needs, like Mickey from Rocky. Come on, you beta man, you son of a bitch. What the fuck are you getting there married? You're supposed to be a fighter. Now you're all civilized. We need a Mickey. We need a Mickey. Yeah. For Jose Ramirez, man. You know how many people know this is world? This is the world. You know how many opportunities? Do you know how many people get the opportunity to become a world champion? Do you know that we're talking about Vergil Ortiz and Boots in his position, and we're saying that the welterweight division is on hostage because they can't even have an opportunity to become a world champion? And here you come, worked all your life to get this opportunity. You lost it to get all this opportunity, and you're going to trade it on for Punani, for Vijiji juice.
Anyway, good luck to Jose Ramirez, man.
Yeah, I sent some presents.
Yeah.
Well, the unboxing. Vergil fights again this year. Salute. Imagine he never gets a chance again, and he's gonna be living that all his life. 50, 60, 70. You remember, honey, when I used to be a fighter and I had an opportunity to fight Jose Zepeda because I married your fucking ass. I made miserable my fucking life. You don't even have good pussy anymore. Good look at that, William Boxer. Good look at that. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yo, crazy motherfucker. Oh shit.
He said, hope Vergil fights again this year. Salute. I think so. Well, he might be. I don't know. Did they get it stitched up, or is he gonna? Depending where that cut is, because I know he's gonna have a suspension in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because of the cut. That's what's gonna keep him longer. You know. So let's say with that cut, it's August. He might not even fight this year, man. He might not even fight this year. September, October, November. Form. I don't know, bro. Just because of the cut, he might not make it to this year. You know what I'm saying? I think they give it like 4 to 6 months when you have a cut like that to get back in the ring.
90 days.
They give you a suspension, but I'm just saying if you really want to be safe with that cut. Who got back in the ring with a cut like that fast?
Tyson Fury.
He went back in the ring with Otto Wallin or that was the last.
Otto Wallin is the one where he got the cut. I don't know how long he took, but it wasn't like that was that long, was it? I'm not sure. I remember the cut was horrific though.
Maybe
that
that's
cut
what
was horrific though.
Yeah, well, he should have lost. He could have lost that. You know that, right?
Yeah, that cut was so horrific, bro. Not many fighters could fight with a cut like that. But you got a super chat there from someone.
Nico said, I like Vergil, but Boots has more in his toolbox. I agree. I believe that Boots has the heaviest bag out of all of them, in my opinion. So I agree with that, Nico. I think that we've seen more, and I'm not saying that Boots is not a killer like a Vergil, but I think I've seen him more from Vergil, how he a killer, how he comes back from getting hurt, not getting hurt, but yeah, getting hurt, wobbled by Mean Machine, getting cut. I could see that determination and shit like that. Looking out, Nico, I agree with you 100% on that one, though. Been saying that for a while. HLD, when you marrying the daughter of El Jefe del Cartel, do you think he really has a choice? Oh, shit, I ain't know that. Oh, I ain't know that. Oh,
what did you say? What did he say?
He said, when you're marrying the daughter of El Jefe del Cartel, do you think he really has a choice? Oh, that's the reason. Mira, locos, ¿qué tú estás diciendo? Que estuvo a pelear a Jose Zepeda y no, tú no me casas a mi hija. Usted está loco.
What the fuck is he saying? Tell us in English what you're saying, bro.
I was just imitating a cartel. Say, yo, are you crazy you're not gonna marry my daughter because you have to fight Jose Zepeda? Otro chingano, eh? Mira, te vamos a matar si tú no casas a la hija mía. Yeah, I'd be scared too, bro.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get married. Fuck Jose Zepeda. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight Mr. Cartel. I don't want to fight.
Yo no quiero pelear, no. He telling Rick and Top Rank and Bob Ever, I don't understand, Jose. I mean, we put everything in line for you to become a world champion again. It's an in-house fight, you know, and what's happening? No, it's porque I have to get married. All right, why you can't wait? You know, use the money for a bigger wedding and stuff like that. No, Bobby, it's porque lo cartel, tú sabes, me están diciendo. Speak to me in English. It's because the cartel is telling me I can't fight. I got to marry the daughter.
Have you found a picture of him and his wife?
I put it on my thumbnail, the last video, one of the videos I did. Yeah. Danny Medina said, if you a true boxing fan, like and subscribe to Punch Run Boxing, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, motherfuckers. Díselo a esa gente, Danny Medina, que están durmiendo esta gente.
Thank you, Danny, my brother.
Good luck. And now Danny Medina become a member also to Punch Run Boxing, baby. Join Danny Medina, HLD and the crew. David Ortiz, gracias de lo mío. Ortiz is the most entertaining. I like Boots is entertaining as well, but I think Boots, hey, Conor Bennett's entertaining as well.
Yeah, Conor Benn's fucking
They all
entertaining as fuck.
entertaining. That's the thing.
He's entertaining as fuck for us. I don't know what the people on the other side, man. They sound biased. But Conor Benn's entertaining as
But
fuck.
he's saying, but David is saying he's more entertaining. That doesn't mean he's not saying that the guys. He's just saying that he's more entertaining.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Everybody likes what they like. But look, at the end of the day, man, I just want to see big fights. And that's it, man. At the end of the day, it's tough. Like you said, the division is on lockdown. The division is on a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is, the division's on a pandemic, bro. Errol Spence got them belts. Terence Crawford got the other belt. And these guys are going to take some time. It's going to be about 6 months, 8 months, maybe until they fight. And then when they do fight, there's obviously probably some rematch. So forget about everybody else because these guys are done for about 14 months, maybe. So Terence Crawford, Errol Spence can just hold up the division for another year and a half. These young guys are going to have to deal with something. That's what I'm thinking about. My mind's thinking, where do they get their big fights now? Because I don't see these three guys fighting each other.
Yeah. Well,
so
we'll
divisions
see,
like that.
Much love from Cali, El Adobo. Gracias de lo mío. ¿Cómo estás tú? Having a good Sunday, everybody? Okay. It was a good outing, man. I enjoy. Look, and I said it before, man. When I was actually losing interest in professional boxing, I started watching the amateurs, man, and the young guys, the 07, 08 class. That's my class. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of my favorite fighters come from that class, and I'm enjoying to see these young hungry lions, yo. I don't. That's why I don't trip over the elite or these guys like Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. Beautiful. They got great skills, potential Hall of Famers, but I'm enjoying the Boots and the Vergil and the Conor Benn and the Tios and the Ryans and the Javante Tank Davis, even though he's a little bit old. I think he becomes 28 this year. I'm enjoying. I want to see the Keyshawn Davis, Floyd Schofield that got signed by Golden Boy Promotions. Shout out to Davies Promotion as well.
Shakur
Stevenson. David Benavidez. Like David Benavidez just looked like an old guy. He's very young too. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like an old dude.
Jamel
Charlo doing his thing. Not young, but he's doing his thing, undisputed and fighting everybody in his division. And then you got the heavyweight division. It got good fighters coming up. The Felix Hergovich. You got the Jared Anderson. You know, I'm liking boxing. Even in boxing today, even the Chisoras and the Rosados getting respected. Even those journeymen that take a loss, but people would love to watch them fight because they give their people their money's worth, even on the loss. You know. So I'm happy for Bam Rodriguez, bro. I think out of all the young fighters, aside from T.O. beating Loma, Bam beating Rumvasad is the biggest win out of all the young fighters. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a big win because it was a statement. It's not just a win. Remember what we keep speaking about is how you win. And this is where it's unfortunate, yeah, but there's another fighter that we're supposed to speak about because he's also undisputed, and it's Devin Haney. But nobody's interested in seeing the rematch or the fight with him in Cambosis. Even Australia don't want to speak about it anymore.
Oh, no,
you know,
no.
Bob Arum said he fell asleep. But the problem here is even other channels and other people, if you're being real to yourselves, I've seen some channels, they're saying, look, you know, Devin Haney ain't the most exciting fighter, but that's kind of like hurting that kind of fighter as well because he's also bringing something to the table. He's bringing something to the table, and he got some skills that he needs to get into from fights, so maybe we can see him fight.
Maybe somebody got to bring it out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I said, at the end of the day, there ain't nobody I've spoke to in fucking boxing who's interested in this rematch for some reason.
Raquel Donati. Hey, Punch just got home, but thank you for the anniversary shout out. Happy anniversary, 14 years. Nonito Donati and Raquel. I should sing that song when Macho Man got married with Elizabeth. When you came into my life, made me. Why are you trying to cut me off when I'm trying to sing a song for?
Sorry, bro. Sorry, I didn't even hear that. Sorry.
Then I realized you were the lucky one, and you took me by the hand, made me understand.
Man, I know it's your channel, bro, but
Hey, why you cutting me off, bruv?
Because I'm not enjoying the song, bruv. I'm keeping it real with you.
Come on, I've been working on my damn voice.
Oh, go on, mate.
And I never felt like this before. Together.
No, let's get back to boxing.
Hey, yo, my voice is getting better, rap, man. I'm speaking to
Let's get back to boxing, man. I don't want to sound rude. I know it's your channel and all that, but you know.
You see, I apologize. I apologize, Mrs. Donaire and Mr. Donaire. Rap star he doesn't believe in my voice. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, we know we got a channel with Punch Drunk's got a channel called Karaoke Thursdays, but I didn't say he's got the best voice on the karaoke. You know what I mean?
You're crazy. He said,
stick to boxing.
He said, Espino said he's trying to stop people. No, people started to come. Look, it was in 96, and when I started singing, it went to 104 right now, baby. That's what I'm talking about. They want to hear me sing, rap star.
Look, even people are saying boxing, please. Stick to boxing, please.
Man, y'all haters for real. Like I got dreams, man.
Oh shit, man. Stick to boxing, brother.
Yes,
you're great at boxing.
Man, I was singing out of my heart, my soul, my might, and you gotta kill it, Raz. You a hater, rap?
I was just keeping it real, man. I'm not enjoying your singing.
But how about everybody? But how about if everybody else is enjoying it?
I don't think they are.
I think they was.
Nah, man. I don't think they are. I think they really were not enjoying your singing, bro. But you can ask them. I don't think it was. Maybe you need a mic. I
know who you support. I know you love Elton John. I know that's your favorite.
You beta male.
You know what I'm saying?
Elton, I'll say it myself. Elton John's a beta male.
You listen to that shit. You listen to Elton John with his blue.
Oh man, stop it, Punch. Stop it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you need to just work on your karaoke a little bit, son.
Oh, she said if you want to talk, the trans thing, drop the link.
Man, nobody wants to talk that stuff, bro. What's wrong with people? This is why a transgender is going to come over to and take over the sport of boxing, because it's all people who want to watch that shit. You know, because they're all talking about in our WBC talking about transgender in fucking boxing. Listen, because it's a freak show, people love freak shows. You know, man. We're living in a different environment, man. We're fucked. We're living in a twisted society. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's crazy.
Oh shit,
man. You know, shut up, Danny. Why the fuck am I gonna love that subject, man?
He loves the subject.
You know why Danny's saying that? He just wants me to fucking come at him. Danny's saying that because he wants me to go berserk on this situation, bro. And I'm not here to give people that transgender entertainment. They're already fucking lost. They're already lost. They don't even know who the fuck they are. And here we are fucking talking about a subject where they don't even know who the fuck they are.
we try to figure it out for them.
Yeah, figure out for them. They need mental help. They need counseling from the WBC. That's what WBC needs to do, is invest in counseling and some help for mental help.
HLD, if everyone was backing up Wilder for having a signed rematch clause, even though he got smashed and beaten 10 times worse than Kambosa, the same respect must be given to him for his rightful rematch. Facts. Facts. I send it from the other phone.
Look, man, I don't want to sound harsh, man. I've got.
If Nonito Donaire fights Jimenez, what would you say?
Who?
Jimenez.
Bro, I don't want to talk these subjects. I don't want to entertain it in boxing. I don't think we should entertain these subjects in our sport.
Raquel Donati. Happy anniversary,
Rachel. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, happy anniversary. Amazing.
What's good,
Yeah.
Rach?
Long
What?
time. No, I don't know. Nonito came back to dinner. He said y'all were talking about like the differences in females and males, and
Yeah, the
you know.
WBC is trying to is their first priority, not their second, not their third, but their number one
Who
priority.
told you it's the first priority anyway?
Is it?
It's not their first
Yes, it
priority.
is. Go read the article.
It says that they're going to have that discussion in their convention as one of the topics.
As one of the top priorities.
Okay. Can I be like the devil's advocate here?
Please.
Because I don't know what I think rap wants to have like the transgenders and like so
Don't tease me. I never said that I want to have transgenders in boxing. I never said that.
that's what I
actually,
heard. Rap, that's what I heard.
I actually said that transgenders need mental help.
So here's okay, so I have 2 points.
That's what I meant.
One point is, I mean, we talk about like someone even as popular like Demi Lovato, right? She was Dem Day, and she's now feeling like she's more feminine, so now she's a she again. How? I mean, like, where do we go with this crossfade of trying to figure out like, okay, so now I feel like I'm more masculine today. And there are days that I do feel masculine where I have to fight for my boys, right? And and then there's days where I'm very feminine. So can I switch it every day? And what category am I supposed to, click the dot when I'm signing up for this stuff? In addition to, I've fought guys in sparring when I was in taekwondo, and the guys are very aerodynamic. They're very strong. They're very quick, and I've never seen a female be able to do the same things ever in taekwondo that men are able to do.
Yeah.
So and we're the same weight.
And yeah, and I was going to ask you as well because you competed as well. How would you feel if you was competing versus a transgender, a man? Put it.
I mean, we got to also watch it. Some of the subscribers, like HLD, could be a transgender. I don't know. We got to watch it here. We might hurt some feelings, Rachel.
I mean, if we hurt feelings, I mean, like if your feelings are hurt, I'm sorry. Like that's not my ever intention, but you have to understand who you are, and if you're willing to stand up for that on any given day, then stand up for it. But if I'm confused, you have to make me understand. So what I don't understand is when I was training with guys that were the same weight, we're both 105-ish, and they're faster, they're more aerodynamic, and all these other things. And if we were to go into a competition, it'd be totally different. Bone density based on science, bone density for males is thicker. So if they hit, it's a thicker hit. It's a harder hit. So again, if you want to play this, well, the estrogen versus the testosterone shots that they're getting, it's not going to change their bone mass. It's going to change their feeling and their, maybe they get more boobs. I have no idea. But
what do you think about? What do you think about transgenders having their own division, their own kind of a ranking
system? How do we do
system?
that though? So does it like is it just like males that think they're females and females that think they're males? Is that like their own division in general, or do they have?
They already lost anyway. You said the right thing. You got to know who you are. They don't know who they are. That's the first thing. Rachel's right. First thing you got to know in life is who you are, and they don't know who they are. So
it's really
I
a murky.
agree, but I kind of laugh.
No, it's such a murky subject because I mean, like we've had, I can't remember what state it was, but I did look it up, and there was a supposed transgender in the female prisons and impregnated.
Yeah. I remember.
You saw that one, right? I thought it was on the East Coast, so you probably got the one on that. So, what are you? Because if you're sticking, I'm sorry, your thing in a female part, then what kind of transgender are you? If you're supposedly identifying as a female, then you wouldn't be sticking anything in another female. It'd be the other way around. It's such a murky subject, but if we're talking about sports, honestly, I feel like it's an advantage for a male to come into a female sport and then win everything because they're just throw out everything else, the bone density. They're just so much thicker, right? In impact. And if you go from a female to a male sport, thinking that they're a male, if a male, a natural male beats someone who is trying to be a male, you're not winning. You're never freaking winning. You're still beating a female, right? Like you will, like you have this moral and ethical dilemma. Do I beat this girl?
Mhm.
Or is it because she's saying that she's a male, so we're on equal grounds?
I mean, like if boxing, and especially let's say the WBC that brought this to the table, that they're going to be speaking about this in their convention. There's so much involved in safety, right? Even with the weights, right? 30-day weigh-in, 7-day, 14-day weigh-in. There's so much in safety, the clean boxing program. If there's so much about safety, why would this be even an issue to talk about? And also, I haven't heard nobody talk about this subject in boxing. I never heard no protest, no transgender saying they're not giving her or him equal rights. Like, where is this coming from? Why do they have to have a conversation or have this as a priority? Have you heard it in boxing? Like, is it an issue?
No, but what's interesting to me is that I've also heard that there has been scientific reports from the WBC based on the fact that they won't do the 3-minute female fights because of the supposed brain density on females. So if we're going to stick to that on base of biological and scientific information, how are we allowing someone that is supposedly on a male attribute who supposedly has a bigger brain density according to what your rules and regulations are, cross over into the female sport that you're saying doesn't have scientifically, biologically enough to compete on the same level as a male?
Yo, Rachel, they're gonna need you out there in that convention to speak. Speak up for the streets.
What weekend is that? Because I think I'm in Cabo.
Speakers for the streets.
If you're gonna make it dead even, then make it dead even. If the females like if Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor is supposed to be a 3-minute match, then don't make it a scientific backing saying that they can't because then there is no reason that a male should be able to go into that division because of scientific backing. But you can't go back and forth. You really can't.
But I was discussing it. Was it the last live that I did it about it, Rap Star? Was it my last live? No, the live before. And I was saying that even the women are still fighting for their respect and equality or pay in boxing. Like, you bringing up this subject as the main priority in the convention, it's just like now you putting the women in the back burner while they still trying to get up, they're still trying to get their respect, they're still trying. So now you putting women in the back burner, and I feel like women should collectively rise up on these type of movement because it's actually affecting them, not men. It's actually affecting the women, So what do you feel as a woman? Well, how do you feel when a man is trying to identify what a woman is? You a woman. What do you feel about that?
I mean, I think that it's shaky at best. A male trying to come into a female side because he is not. Why aren't you being the best in your own biological division? We've seen it time and time again with we've seen in MMA, we've seen in wrestling, we've also seen it in track. Whenever we've had male counterparts come in and say they identify more so with the female side, they've smoked. They've also broken bones of females in the MMA side, and they've broken records of, you know, female track stars. So when it comes to that, like, I feel like we're constantly fighting against something that it's like they're always finding something that can hamper or or um or just basically like throw it out of the picture, that we're not trying to raise what the female attributes are and celebrate that. Yes, we're never going to be the same time as Usain Bolt, but within our own division, that has to be celebrated in itself. But because now, freak, if Usain Bolt came, can you imagine Usain Bolt coming into the female division and, of course, creating the world record? No female is going to be able to meet that. We're trying to compete on standards the same way in business, that we're supposed to compete on standards and be some type of way, because we're supposed to play with the boys. And we don't ever have our own category where we could just be our own biologically, scientifically, anything, and have that recognition without someone trying to take it away.
Well, let me ask you this though, Rachel. How do you feel about the new movement of this equality, where they got little kids, they're pushing the movement? If you don't know who you are, it's okay to be this. There's a lot of this stuff going on with corporations now that they're pushing this equality, the rainbow community, and they're letting children wear those clothes to say, you know, it's okay to express yourself and that. What do you think about that?
I think, like, honestly, when I was little, I wanted to be the president of the United States.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a veterinarian. I want to be. We don't know what we are literally until our brain matures enough to make that decision. So when parents tell me, well, I'm giving my 2-year-old the ability to decide whether he wants to be a he or she, and they're going to be they, until that point, like, there's a reason we have an 18-year-old to be an adult, a 21-year-old to have alcohol, 25 to even have a rental car. We establish maturity levels. And I feel like I'm going to, like, with my boys, I will give you every opportunity. And with Nonito giving what he believes is a male, and what he's an alpha male. I'm sorry, Punch, but an alpha male.
You know what? I got a cap for Mr. Donan. I got a cap for him. I got you.
But like, literally, like, it's rap. The thing is, here's the problem: is we've had toxic masculinity and we've had toxic femininity in each side. And people have not understood that there are people that take it to the extreme in religion, in politics, in everyday life. And they've taken that stance and had put it on the sexuality of our children. So is Nonito a toxic masculine? No, he doesn't go and beat me and say, oh, I can't go out and I'm supposed to stay home. No, that's not what a masculine is. But the problem with society is that they have associated some type of way with, okay, well, anything beyond this is toxic. A man speaking up is toxic. A man saying his boundaries is toxic. It's not toxic. So for me, I think it is a detriment to our society, and allowing these children who don't know if they like their favorite color in the Lego, blue or black, purple, pink, to decide their sexuality and then have it define them and change every 2 months.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But like I said, I feel like the women in boxing, I think they have an opportunity right now to speak up, because we hear Clarissa Shields always talking about, you know, women rights and in boxing. We hear Heather Hardy always talking about it. Amanda Serrano, that was the buildup of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. You know, Ebony Bridges talk about it. So now that I believe that women boxing right now is at its peak, in my opinion. Even when Layla Ali was fighting, I think right now is at its peak, where now they're getting their attention. respect is not even all the way there. I still hear a lot of dudes say they don't want to watch female boxing, but it's getting there with these type of fights with the fighter that I just named, Amanda Serrano versus Michaela Mayers, and Marshall versus Shields, and we already had the big fight with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. That is getting there, right? Shout out to Cecilia Breaker, shout out to Jessica McCaskill as well, Crew de Jean. But now it's getting there. And now it's like they're about to get pushed on the side so we could talk about this transgender that never was an issue. I don't know, man. I think the women got to speak up now in boxing.
No, and I agree. It just, I feel like, with boxing, women are just coming into step, right? So saying something as controversial and putting a stamp on it could be, like business career suicide at this point, right? It could be something where it's like, okay, well, so you don't agree with what we're saying and this and that, then, well, then we don't have to put you on a card. We don't have to showcase you. And that's the scary part about boxing. It's a lot about, it's an old school mentality, and they will burn you if they could.
But if it is an old school mentality, wouldn't it just be men and female? If it's an old school mentality,
yes.
And also, this is boxing. This is not like the NBA where you really need to have your PR ready to. This is boxing. This is where Mike Tyson said, I won't do interviews with you unless I fornicate with you. This is boxing where Gervonta Tan Davis could rad dog his baby mama and go viral, and he'll still in his next fight still go sell out. You got Sergey Kovalev in the plane, sexually assaulting a lady. You got Kubrat Pulev kissing the reporter. You got this is where everything goes really in boxing. So I think I don't think transgender really want to walk into the sport of boxing because there's a green light to be disrespected in boxing.
Yeah.
And there is no consequences either.
No, I mean, but the thing is that the communities within like female empowerment has to be supported. And we've always talked about this, that boxing is a very individualized sport. So it would be in the best interest for all the women, coaches, managers, fighters, to all come together to be able to speak what things are happening to them, how they are feeling that the sport is disrespecting what they've done, and to be able to keep that same message. And the problem is that we don't have that message. And so, it's not a common message. It's not something that we all stand and it's like, hey, this is the message we're going to go out at. We're not going to allow this. And so this is what we're going to stay at. The transgender community, for whatever it's worth, has such a strong, because you have to remember, the transgender community is comprised of how many also different ones. It's not just the transgender, it's also lesbians, gays, the whole LGBTQ community. So all of those encompass the community that they represent. So they'll pull that entire thing, whether or not they're lesbian and they don't even want to play sports, but they will support that. And that makes it louder for them to be able to infiltrate their motive at this point.
Turo said, yes, women are getting the short end of the stick. Are you talking to I know it's a phrase, but it sounds I know what you mean, but it's the way it came out.
How short is the stick? I'm just wondering.
Oh man, the ladies don't get the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
But we already here for almost 2 hours and a half. Tomorrow will be another day. I try to do the live a little shorter because I want to upload it to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? When it's too long.
But no, Nino said you coming.
50 chance. They did invite me though.
That's 150. What do you mean 50?
Yeah, I mean, I made about Tuesday, I know if I'm really gonna go to Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Rap, why were we talking about transgender? You just went quiet.
I'm eating
because
something.
he
He
feels bad. No, he feels bad.
I want to know what Rap thinks. What
Rap
do you think?
Star had a transgender teacher when he was in school.
Let Punch talk for me. Go on, Punch. I want to hear your story first before I talk.
Rap Star had a transgender teacher.
Because you're gonna make me laugh.
When it was time to go to the bathroom, she told Rap Star was gonna to the boys' bathroom. The teacher said, "It's okay, you could go to the ladies' bathroom." And then Rap Star been confused for a long time, but I introduced him to Jesus Christ, and now he's getting over it.
No, guys can't go into the female's bathroom.
But if you listen to his jokes any longer, then
over the seat.
I go to the female in the club or in the lounge. I'm going to the female. If I need a pee, I need a pee.
Yeah, but you guys pee all over the seat.
Oh, no. You know what I noticed, though? You know what I noticed, to be honest?
What?
The female bathroom is nastier than the men's bathroom.
No, it's not.
I noticed that.
No, it's not.
I noticed that for real.
No, it's not.
You're lying. They have my other website, man. I was surprised. Yeah.
No, let me just say this, Rachel. No, I wanted to hear your opinion because we've been talking about this on and off anyway, and it's not a very positive conversation. And, at the end of the day, look, everybody deserves to do what they want in their life. Nobody should judge nobody. But the first thing I was ever taught as a young kid is to first know who you are in life of anything you do.
Yes.
When you don't know who you are, it's kind of hard to relate with that community. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just, I don't want to say bad things online, but it might just sound bad because I don't agree with, that's not any Bible or any God or anybody showing me that's right. That's not nature. A man and a man can't make babies. A woman and a woman can't make babies. What does that tell you? That's not how society is. And that's not the life that I've ever been brought up with. So
no, and that's the interesting
that's just
part
me being straight.
Like I have, Jay is going into 5th this year. He's only 9 because he skipped a grade, and I've let him watch The Circle, and only because it's a safer reality show. And we've had discussions, and I pressed pause, and he's like, "Why is that guy acting like a girl?" And I'm like, "Well, so." We've had these conversations, and these are conversations that was not when I grew up. And it's interesting now that I'm having to have these conversations because of the decisions that people are making to, he's like, well, so, Logan was a girl last semester, but now Logan's a guy this semester. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say he or she. I was like, I get it. Like, I don't even know. Like, you really don't know. Like I said, with Demi Lovato, how do you not, like, they're like, don't offend me. It's like, well, shoot, yesterday you were someone else. And I'm supposed to understand this process of what you want to be. And yet you don't understand the process. And I'm having to coach my kids through these times now. And I don't think it's something where, when we talk about, schooling, okay, that's not so much of a big deal. But when we're talking about sports where it's controversial on, like I said, bone density, and the testosterone that's building and all these things, and let's just be honest, when college and you didn't know your sexuality, and you had you had a guy, you had a girl, and you were trying to figure it out. If we were in college at the age of 18 and still didn't understand and we're still experimenting, how did you figure out that a 12-year-old actually knew and could make this decision, which this is way too long of a conversation, but the ones that actually do surgery way too early and regret.
The worst thing is children are so innocent. They're so innocent. They don't, imagine you a kid now and the school of this equality schools that they have children now who want to be a he, wants to be a she. And your friend, John, who you looked up to, became Joanne. Right? Let me say this. Imagine the guy you was playing soccer with or boxing with, and, hugging, saying, that's my mate. And Chris became Christine. And all of a
Exactly.
sudden, isn't that disturbing for our kids who are so innocent? We can't have this kind of a situation. And somebody told me this a long time ago when I was a kid. He said the devil will always be in this world. There'll be the Dajjal. There'll be a movement in this world that you will never know, but it'll be turning against society. And this is that. I'm sorry to say, you ask my opinion, it goes deep. This is against human society, but we can't even say anything because now we're the bad guys because the laws have changed, people in power have changed, and everybody now this is normal and we're abnormal. So I don't know where
No.
I belong in
I
that
mean, all
situation.
day, every day. If I had a daughter and I don't, I have a niece. I have 2 boys and I have a niece. If my niece went to the bathroom and I saw a full-grown ass man in that bathroom saying he identified as a female, I will identify as a male. And if I see your hands anywhere than they should be, trust me, I will be a male that day. So
Preach on.
it's scary to me, and I'm lucky to the point where I have boys, but if I had girls, I would not take my eyes off of them with the condition that if you felt like being a female and wanted to go into the female bathroom with my 4-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and, just so happened to be a female that day, I would not be comfortable because I will put on my masculine and you will see what my masculine feels like real damn quick.
Fact.
That that's how I feel as a parent. I'm very protective and I'm scared for these girls. Honestly, not so much my boys, but the little girls who see a full-grown man,
On the
and
dress.
guess what? And they don't have to dress like a woman. They
Mm.
don't. They don't even have to be that uncomfortable. They can go in as a very masculine guy in jeans and, a freaking trucker hat or whatever, and just say that they feel being feminine that day.
Oh.
That doesn't sit well with me when my girl is in the next bathroom by herself because supposedly that's a safe space. Now it's not a safe space. And I feel like they're pushing that agenda. And I will be the very first one, social media or damn not, that will say, no, I don't feel comfortable because guess what? There's always a loophole. There's always a what if. And until that what if is gone, until we have that clean delineation that was there before, I will stick up and I will be that masculine to make sure that the girls are okay.
Hey, look, we need Rachel Donay in that convention. And I believe this. I believe this. I said this the other day. Looking at how the WBC and look, I like Mauricio Solomon. He's cool. And he does, and the WBC does a lot of great things outside of the sport of boxing. But looking at the franchise belt, looking at the Bridgerweight, and it seems like it's not really working. I think the WBC has been desperate looking for a new pipeline to earn some money. And now they're going this discussion knowing that that community brings in a good amount of money, a good amount of revenue, and I think they're looking for a pipeline. What you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, if this is all about, if it's all about, getting more like, so what are we gonna have? Like, are we gonna have a transgender belt? If this is what it's going to, I have no idea what the plan is, but if this is the plan, like I mean, I see the money in that. I get it, but put them in their own damn division, because it's not fair to either side. Like I said, if a guy fights a female, a biological female that is feeling like they're a male at the time that they're fighting, it's still not going to be the same, and the vice versa. So if you're going to put them in their own division and you want to acknowledge them in their own division and you want to make money off that division, that I understand, it's business, okay, but don't encroach on the other people's rights that were naturally born the way we are, and do not have any shots, I guess, or any surgeries to make us a different type of way. Because guess what? We're not allowed to take any like a super amount of testosterone in the female division. We get tested for that. We get tested for pregnancy tests when they fight and the medicals and things like that. So if we're not allowed to have a certain high testosterone, then I guess like my whole thing is, again, I'll go back to the bone density. Then if we have to have a certain bone density to be a female, if we have to have a certain estrogen level to be a female, then we should also have a certain bone density to be a female. And at that point, then it's an even playing field. But it isn't at this point. So if you want to create this division to make them feel inclusive, then do it without encroaching the rights of either male or female athletes that are fighting in their categories biologically.
I agree. But and tomorrow we go live again, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Rachel, congratulations. Happy anniversary. 10 years. How's been the marriage? It's been a easy ride, roller coaster ride.
Oh, hell no. Anyone that ever tells you that marriage is, butterflies and rainbows is bullshit to begin with. Every marriage has their ups and downs. We got married at the age of 23, and we've been through, points where we didn't have money and points where we did have money, huge egos and lost egos. The one thing that's different about us, and we've always said it time and time again, is that it's communication. It's talking, and we get through it because we talk. There's nothing more than that. If I ever if I ever fell out of love with him, he's always still going to be my best friend. And I think that people have forgotten the what the hell a relationship means. And a relationship means that's supposed to be your best friend. That's supposed to be your ride or die. It's supposed to be, we can have fun. I can tell you my darkest secrets. I can be vulnerable with you. And the thing with me and Nonito is, without having 9 to 5s, we've been stuck at the hip. We've had the biggest arguments where, Nonito has broken mirrors at the early stages, has broken windows, has broken freaking, things when we were younger. We've grown from that, but that's not something that we're going to ever deny. We grew from it, and we're still the best of friends. And at the end of the day, like, he's the one that I will go back to when I have something I want to say. I literally, like, it's funny because when I go to the gym, on the way home from the gym, he knows I call him. That's how close we are. I'm like, hey, I'm on my way home. Not because he's controlling, not because he's being overbearing at any point, but because I want him to know I'm okay. And it's because he's my best friend.
Yeah, that's what's up. Gotta take notes. Hey, we needed that relationship live one time. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Right? We need that relationship live. How to keep a marriage, going. A lot of people fall out of, maybe not out of love, but they also fall out of how you say it? Attraction. Sometimes they're not attracted anymore. Sometimes the guy or the gal balloons up, or sometimes people meet each other and one grow, right? Like they grow, they become a different person. They grow, and they don't grow with each other. They grow individually. So then it's like, I don't know you no more. We need to talk about that in another live.
Let's do it. Let's schedule it, because I think that's a really good one. I think that a lot of people have a fantasy in what they think a relationship should be, and again, our relationship might not work for other people, but it worked for us. And we will never deny that. Like, Nonito told you, he's friggin' walked to the courthouse and tried to file divorce, and then came back and said he wanted another year. And that was when before Logan was born. So Logan's 7 now. So that was 7 years ago. Everybody needs to grow. And I think that'd be a great live. I think we should schedule it. I think it should. We should do it.
All right. I hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up, yo, rap star. Good looking now. You've been quiet and stuff like that. Ever since the trend.
Yeah, man. No,
I
I just been
understand.
listening to
Maybe
Rachel, man. I
maybe
wanna
have
show
somebody in
some
your
respect,
family
bro.
you did it with. Maybe
I
say,
want to show some respect because me and you already been chopping it up, and we've had these subjects, so it's good to hear from her. And you know, it's always a pleasure chopping up with you, Rachel. But yeah, I've just been listening today. I've been, you know, a little bit less vocal. I like learning.
Well, when the next time that we do the relationship one, Rapstar, you have to.
No, don't even ask me about the relationship one, right?
No,
At some
no.
point,
All I'm asking you is
because
for
my
you
marriage
have to do
didn't
a
go
karaoke.
23 years.
No,
My
you have to
marriage-
do a karaoke dedication. You have to pick a romantic song and you have to
yeah.
sing it for us live.
yeah, because
So
he
you
messed
want
up.
me?
He
You
messed
want
up
me
my
basically?
messed up my
You want
singing.
me? You want me basically be an English butler?
No, just sing. There's so many songs that you could sing.
Now, look, man, I love the women, and you know, for me, I feel like women are great. They do great things that men can't do, but they're definitely not equal in some things that men can do. So, all I'm gonna say is that I love people who've showed respect and trust within each other. Because in today's generation, we don't have many people to look up to who've had long, stable marriages. You know, it's easy to divorce a person now because the influence out there today, people are not, you know, family name was a tradition name before. You used to do anything for your family. You remember a man saying was he'll ride and die for his family. But today there's a lot of challenges in couples, which has been in my past that I've also grown from, that I've learned that a lot of marriages are not successful because they don't trust each other, first of all, because they go to a place with each other where they don't just respect each other one enough, no matter what it takes. So that's a key point for me as well. I've learned that, and it's great to see couples like yourself to show us that, look, this is what it's about, because we don't have most complete marriages who are pushing that moment anymore. It's easy to be a divorce. Divorce is a business. People get paid from divorces. So I've got different perspectives about different situations, but I'm always positive when I see couples who've had more than a 10-year marriage, because we're losing that in our life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And the
everyone
children
was
and
like
the children.
7-year-ish, and then after that, like
It's
it's
easy
whatever,
to split up
right?
now. It's easy. It's because it's
Yeah.
a business. My ex-woman's attorney told her, or lawyer told her that she's easy to get 20%. So sometimes they even teach you to, if you're not happy, it's easy to walk away from your marriage. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like that, I think, years ago when I used to look up to the couples in my ancestors or my families or my friends. So that's a key point that you guys can maybe touch on as well.
Yeah. No, I
It's
agree.
gonna be a good subject because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a good subject. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
But listen, I'm going to catch you guys. Rachel, always love my sister. Punch drunk, boxing, 24/7. I'm going to catch you guys later, bro.
All right,
All
brother.
right, Rapstar. Hey guys, and down in the chats, everyone that's watching, make sure that you're hitting that like, subscribe, and notification button. You know, hit up Punch every single time. Great content all the time. I'll see you guys next time. Next time we're around. Punch, love you. Hope to see you this week.
All right, love you too. And subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. And again, congratulations on 14-year marriage. And we probably gonna be talking about it on Thursday, man. Happy Hour Thursday, man. We could talk about this, man. Uplift the community, uplift there, because I think there's a lot of people going out. You know what I'm saying, struggling with their relationships. And when you struggle with your relationship and you got kids, then you're struggling with the relationship with you and your kids, because you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of things to unpack, a lot of layers. Y'all already know, man. Love y'all all, man. Have a great Sunday. Y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.